You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of the AFL Queensland.
And welcome everyone to the first qualifying final, the 2026 TPIL Lawyers QAFL Premiership season between Palm Beach, Currumbin and Maroochydore. Both teams coming out onto the ground. And of course, this scheduled start for 10 minutes after 2 Eastern Standard Time. This is the home of the 2026 TPIL Lawyers QAFL live stream action on AFL Queensland YouTube, live from Seligmite Oval here down at beautiful Palm Beach, Currumbin on the Gold Coast, and the home of the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions. Our umpires for today, and we thank our AFL Queensland umpire partner, of course, Bradnam Windows and Doors. We've got number 19, Jamison Galbraith, number 5, Hayden Taylor, and 34, Harry Heller. The field umpires, the boundary, Flynn Upfield and Jake Dixon. The goals, Hudson Tolley and Liam Green, and the emergency, Lachlan Jones. And of course, a reminder, we will be awarding a TPIL Lawyers QAFL Best on Ground for this match today and all throughout the other finals as well. Andrew Brown, yours truly in commentary, and alongside me as well from AFL Queensland. A very good afternoon to Jules Vanden Street.
You did it. Not a bad crack for the first attempt, Andrew. We literally just did, mate, but it's
well,
great.
So it's like with the Dutch going to DER, the Der, but it's just the Vanden Street, yes.
Vanden Driest, for the listeners out there, the viewers out there, and played a few seasons here at Palmy back, a long time ago now, back into the 90s, but looking forward to this one, and a little bit of spring in the air today. It's a lovely late winter's afternoon here at Sulk Oval, and a light breeze favouring the northern end, the school end if you like, the footy factory at PBC High.
Well, you're going old school, are you going Sulk? I think they like the Stalagmite.
Well, I did tell you I played in the 90s, mate, so I'm back to the 90s, but really looking forward to this one, mate. It's we were at the business end of the season, we left with the best teams, and two of the best, first versus fourth today. PBC, of course, been on top of the ladder for the majority of the year, up against the fast finishing Maroochydore Roos from last week. They seem to be hitting a bit of form at the right end of the season, so looking forward to this one. Of course, we do have some other games around the grounds today too. We have another qualifying final up the road at Morningside, and they're playing Surfers Paradise, and then two elimination finals as well, Andy, with Redland v Noosa and the Gold Coast Affair with the Labrador, Broadbeach, the neighbours up there. So plenty of QAFL action around the grounds. We'll keep you up to date today. Yeah,
it's all the games kicking off at the same time, those finals. A reminder too, we've got the Bond University QAFLW preliminary final being played at Coorparoo Giffen Park. That gets underway at 4 p.m, and again you'll be able to watch that on the AFLQ YouTube channel. That's between Coorparoo and Bond University. Coorparoo have had the wood over Bond, beat them in a final last year and also twice this season, but that should be another tight and intriguing contest. Of course, winner will play Southport. That'll be tomorrow week, please note, at Brighton Homes Arena for the Bond University QAFLW Grand Final. But we're concentrating on these finals here this afternoon, and as you mentioned, it's first versus fourth. Maroochydore, tremendous effort. They got up to a terrific start of the season, didn't they? They were undefeated for the first 7 rounds, and they ran into Palm Beach in round 8, and of course that turned out to be a 116-point demolition in favour of the home team, PBC. A variety of goal kickers. Their main forwards got amongst it. Levi Casbolt got 4 goals that day. Liam O'Brien got 6. And both the forward lines have been in terrific form. Levi Casbolt, though, did miss last week's match. He's kicked 69 goals for the season, but they've been more than covered with Liam O'Brien, Corey Beeman, Tom Simpson, of course, the dynamic midfielder, and Liam Jones was pushed up forward after playing, of course, the ex-AFL player. He just pushed up forward last week, got 5 goals in their big win over Broadbeach. But Maroochydore, their trio of forward line players, Kobe Young, Aaron Wilson and Hugo Paps. And if you did see the replay against RVP last week, and that magnificent mark that Hugo Paps took in the last quarter, backing back into the pack and rose above it. It was an absolutely sensational mark, one of the marks of the year in local competition. And they've kicked almost 150 goals between them as well, that trio for the season, Jules. So nothing short about the Maroochydore forward line, and certainly the midfielders that can get the ball down to them.
Yeah, and finals footy, Brownie, it can be a funny affair. So, and like I said, momentum with the Roos gaining some of that momentum last week with that come from behind win at versus Vicky Point. to earn themselves a double chance. So almost coming in today with a bit of a free swing, having that double chance today, and getting them to test themselves against the best team that we think is the best team at this point in PBC. So the Roos will go in today, confident, I reckon, and see if they can erase that, like you said, the 116-point deficit from round 8.
I definitely think the Roos are a different team than what they are. They definitely deserved their first 4 credentials. They had a couple of narrow losses on the Gold Coast, one in particular to Labrador, and so a venture down here, one of the longest trips, of course, you can have from the Sunshine Coast down here to Palm Beach, Currumbin. There's only one longer trip, and that's from Noosa down to here. But it looks as though that after toss has been affected, that Palm Beach are going to be kicking to the left of your screens towards the northern end, and Levi Casbolt, of course, lining up there. If you're wondering about the black armbands, of course, it's the year anniversary of young Jack Graham to passing, so all our thoughts with the Graham family, of course, and we know what effect that had on the club, and it's been a use of motivation this year. And they've only lost the 2 games this season, Palm Beach, Currumbin. And let's see what happens against Maroochydore today. Lining up for the ruck there will be Tom Hickey, who's been sensational form, and Palm Beach in their usual maroon with the yellow numbers, and a free kick's already been paid out. And guess what? Averages about 35 possessions a game. He's got the one in the first 30 seconds. That's Tom Simpson. Drives PBC to attacking. Casbolt comes out. Well, that would be the worry, Jules, already for Maroochydore. Those 2 players, and there they get the first 2 possessions of the game, and already Tom Simpson's letting his Maroochydore midfielders know about it.
Yeah, dream start there for the Lions, for the home side. Kicking with the aid of a slight breeze with the southerly to the northern end. And, of course, Casbolt, the main target up there. So here he comes in deliberately onto the right boot.
69 goals for the season for number 70. That one's drifted across, really out for the breeze. That's happy to punch through there by Hunter Moore.
It's really just a 7-iron for Levi from 50, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah.
So, but that one's gone across the face, so we'll have a ball in there. And but Palm Beach, you can see, set up behind the ball well already, well organised team.
Just some of the midfield matchups. See Matthew Gall's running with Reece King as the ball's thrown in, and Casbolt tried to grab it, kick it, got away with it, or did he? No, so the umpire took too long. Well done there by Maroochydore, and the free kick will be taken there by Adam Smythe. And down the back line, no, it's been transferred to Max McDonald.
And I reckon Palm Beach would be ready, Maroochydore would be ready for that. Steve Walsh would have noted that Levi does like to grab the footy out of the ruck in the forward line, is dangerous and can snap a goal. So well done. They were switched on there, the Roos, ready for that one, and created the hole in the ball spill and the holding the ball free kick. So we have another stoppage right at the top of the 50 now.
Inside 50 favouring Palm Beach. It's Michael Chilmy, their number 45, and they come away now. Palm Beach left foot kick, will it bounce away? Casbolt swings around the right boot from the right forward pocket. He pounces on everything, and he makes no mistake there. The number 24. He does get goal number 70 for the season on the board as Palm Beach in the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. One straight kick to Maroochydore yet to score, and put one down for number 24 already, Jules.
Yeah, well, I think that was Marcus White, was it? No, was it or Pickus?
Josh Pickus, I think, driving the ball forward.
Pickus driving the ball forward, and then just took a U-turn on the bounce and favoured Big Levi there in the pocket that read it better. So he's had 2 kicks in the first couple of minutes. Big Levi, confidence as a forward. Love to get your hands on the ball early, and he's away. So the big man go McDonald. He gets it out of the ruck. A short little kick, but it's chopped off there by the Roos. In number 11 for Cameron Simpson. The Simpson, both teams have a Simpson in the guts here. So they go back inboard, the Roos. Just settling things down with a bit of time in possession here.
So Shelton kicking across there to Adam Smythe. Matty plays on. He's got the kick in ahead of Reece King and finds Matty Gall there. He's going to look for the corridor. So being held up just in the defensive side of the centre, but Hunter Moore taking the leaving mark. Maroochydore wearing the traditional green and gold.
Don't mind this, Andrew. They're not trying to bomb away here and hope for the best. So just some time with the footy and take the sting out of it. The Palmy kicking with the aid of that breeze, as we said. So now they'll have to go long. It's a long by Dighton. The kick to a contest. Ball hits the deck. Liam Jones reads it well. A chippy little ball inboard through the corridor, and now they're dangerous. Rawson, they're away, but Smythe reads that well. He really is the the key down the back for the Roos. So good little chipping ball inboard. Have to watch the 50 metres now. The umpire lets him off, so they go sideways here in Fleming. Fleming, a tough as nails defender as well for the Roos, like his game.
Cooper Delaney out there, the other side. As you expect, good crowd in too. Slightly breezy conditions, but fine. Probably low 20s for this contest, this first qualifying final. And Maroochydore for the first time going to attacking zone. And there taking the mark is Aaron Wilson.
Yeah, that was a great kick, wasn't it? He actually kicked it to the spot there for Wilson, not on top of his head. And the defender really couldn't do anything there. Wilson could take that one on his chest. So it'll have to be a good kick, though. And he'll be kicking this from outside the 50. And the breeze coming back up the face. So let's see how he goes. Wilson, one of the key benchmarks of this Roos forward line. In good form from last week too, so let's see how he goes. Really walks in, kicks from the paint. It's going to just fall short. There's a contest in the goal square. Ball hits the deck. Palmy have numbers there. They'll have to be quick by hands. Good below the knees there. They get a chain of handballs out in the pocket. Next kick's important, but the pressure's good from the Roos. They get the ball back. There's a kick on the left, another smother. This is real final stuff, Andrew. A couple of smothers by both teams at ball. Levi presents well up the field there through the middle, and they get out the back here, the Lions. Here they go. If this sits up, there should be a goal here. Oh, and it's just hit the padding there. That was Michael Chilmy. So, yeah, he did well. All that space out the back, he got to it first, but the Roos just put enough pressure on to make him hit the padding there of the post. So the quick exit now for the Roos. So the ball pinging up and down the field, which is what we want to see. They come back through the middle. This is good here. Hunter Moore, the good young star there. The kick falls short. They turn around. This is Dighton. Dighton's had a good season for the Roos as well. But well done. One-on-one contest there, and good luck beating Liam Jones in those one-on-ones. The ex-AFL experienced player there, former Bulldog and Carlton Blue. So
Jones taken out wide, and mark's been taken there by Matthew Hollier. There was the ball out wide. That'll be the scoring side to come from as far as Palm Beach are concerned. Well done by Smythe. Ball kicked up towards the outer side. Chance here for Wilson. Got the ball over. As Maroochydore go inside 50 once again. Going back is Liam Jones. And, well, it's going to be something for the coach, Steve Wiltshire, to really think about, because Bradley McDonald been caught out twice. In the meantime, Palm Beach comes down the broadcast wing. Tom Simpson ran straight into a tackle there of Cooper Delaney, broke it, as he normally does. Now sends the ball looking there for Casbolt from behind. Smythe complaining he was held, but I think the bit of the breeze carried that ball over, Jules, and Casbolt read it better and takes a strong mark.
Again, that kick, he was favoured by the kick, and yeah, like Smythe's not easy to bench press away, but Levi is just a beast of a human, and with the aid of the kick, was able to complete the mark. So he's got one on the board already. And this is just a nagging little distance, this one.
It's got to be the right-hand goal post, doesn't it? So Levi coming in. He should know where to aim. He certainly does. Splits the post beautifully, Levi Casbolt. Palm Beach has 2. Levi Casbolt has 2. And Maroochydore still yet to score. 7 minutes gone here in this opening term. And again, it was that combination of Simpson and Casbolt being involved.
Yeah. Look, Maroochydore have had their fair share of the footy. Been inside 50 a couple of times already, but you can just see on this small oval here at PBC the transition. If you can get that kick out of the defence through the middle, and all of a sudden you can score quickly. So
you're liking the new broadcast box here. We're away from the deep in the forward pocket, and Harry from Double Take doing a great job already. As you're watching these pictures on the AFL YouTube channel, and Reece King got the ball away. Rawson. Down to the running there, Zach Harrison. And a free kick downfield. We're coming back. Might have been a Maroochydore dealt with player. No. It is going to back to Zach Harrison. So the vice captain. So relaunch, take 2. Palm Beach, 2-1-13. Maroochydore get to score. Lead is on. A bit chopped off though. Well done by Maroochydore defence. And that was Bailey Hahn. With the headband, looking for Kobe Young. Also involved there is Fletcher Gay Brown. He couldn't quite trap it. Kobe Young, though, kicks off the ground. He's been in good form too. lately, one of those instrumental forwards from last week. Ball ends up with Palm Beach, though. They can rebound through. Bo Lesser Sutherland gets the ball out wide. Race for it. And can't quite trap it. There's AJ Dawson. Good defensive work by Maroochydore. William O'Dwyer started the game on the bench and sends it out wide to the outer wing. And so Maroochydore ready to launch another attack.
Yeah, Paps chopped that one off, but he's turned it over already. So, and back in the Roos' hands here. Let's see if they can settle and connect the dots this time inside 50. They've bombed it up. It's a 2-on-1 Palm Beach. Jones proving headaches down there. He's just he just reads the ball so well, and he's leaving his direct opponent to create those intercepts, which Palmy are springboarding from.
The ruck contest mentioning too. William Jones up against Tom Hickey, and see how that battle ends up this afternoon. As Gore trapped the ball, sends the ball towards the forward line. But Liam Jones, he's just a defender that really Maroochydore had to worry about. Good defensive work there by Wilson. Try to chop it off, but Palmer can come away if they can, although Harrison's forced to go one way, then the next. There was a wobbly old kick outside of the defensive zone. Wilson was there. Gore kicks it back from Maroochydore. Trying to get through there was Ethan Sakash. And been paid for holding the ball.
He ended up coming off his knee, so the umpire probably correct there. Good pressure from the Roos to hold that one in and not let Palmy exit that, because Sakash has got some wheels and a lethal right foot, so they do well to spell that one. And we've got
Brad Castine,
Castine, one of the key players for the...
and for those wondering, we have checked with the family. The pronunciation is Sakash.
That's correct. So Castine launches back into one. It's just going to fade across the face, but it's going to say ball's still in play. Wilson just couldn't get to that one before the boundary line. So, good start here. Both teams settled in. Palmy just making the most of their opportunities going forward. That's been the difference so far. Remember, Palm Beach do have the aid of that breeze. So here we go. Ball in the pocket. Dangerous spot. The umpires blow the whistle here. There's a shepherd. It looks like it's going to go to the Roos.
Bradley McDonald.
So
27,
a ruck infringement. Hickey's asking what for, and explanation given now. So so the big Roos ruckman, the Bradley McDonald. He's been impressive this year. State player, I think, Andrew, as well as VFL listed. So he'll enjoy playing finals footy out here as it steps up a level. McDonald comes in deliberately onto the right. It's beautiful. He's dissected the middle, and they are on the board, the Roos. And you can see the energy. They all get around each other because they know that goal was created off the back of some pressure and holding that footy in the forward line.
Certainly was, and good defensive work there by Maroochydore. And so they do come into this game with a couple of wins on their back, and including that win over RVP last week, which was to determine fourth place in the end. And, of course, Redland Victoria Point, the defending premiers, will try and launch their defence from fifth today against, of course, the neighbours of Maroochydore and Noosa. And so Maroochydore should approach this game full of freedom, really take the game up to the top team, the ladder, as umpire Harry Heller throws the ball up, and Jones and Hickey do battle again. But here's the man they're going to stop. That's Tom Simpson. Another disposal, goes out wide. Ball falls back. A chance for Palm Beach coming around. Chilmy was there, couldn't trap it. Maroochydore defence under pressure. Smythe, the handball out of the way. But Palm Beach Currumbin forward line lurking there by Alyssa Sutherland. Wilson came in, he was tackled, possibly high. Umpire called the play on. Maroochydore need to clear their defensive zone. They do so through Bailey Hahn up towards forward to centre wing. Kobe Young, the front position. He got rid of the ball though. That's to Cameron Simpson. Now the ball goes down the line, close to the boundary line. And Wilson kept the ball in. Ball, firm ground, it's going to bounce all over the place here. And good work by PVC, Harper Burke. Get the ball down.
Sakash under pressure there. Andrew gets a kick away, but Maroochydore have been fantastic. They've lifted their game a cog here, so they're going to go inside 50 again after repelling Palmy's forward 50 thrust. So here we go. This kick's an important one, 20 metres out, and it's intercepted there by the Lions of the ruckman, Big Hickey.
So obviously an indication there with Jones and Hickey. They're going to try and get the ball in a bit quicker, so they're avoiding those two tall timbers.
Yeah, lower the eyes a little bit perhaps. So here we go. They'll be aware of that. Palming up the far wing now. chain of handballs. Go now White. So that's a lovely kick, presenting well. That's Chulmi. Chulmi kicks it over the back. It's a lovely kick out in front of Big Levi. He'll line up for his third. So good transition of the ball there.
Exactly what we were talking about with Maroochydore, a bit more slower moving the ball forward, and a quick transition, as you mentioned there, by the Lions, and ends up with another mark to Casboll's third mark inside 50.
Yeah, those connecting those inside 50s, Maroochydore will be key, Andrew. Like I said, it can bounce back the other way pretty quickly. And Levi will come in. He should knock this one through. And just nurses that one. A bit of right to left on it. So 3 halfway through the first quarter for Big Levi. Gives Palm Beach the ascendancy. 3-1-19 to Maroochydore. 1 goal 6.
And as we mentioned at the start of the game, it was round 8, the only time that these two teams have met. It was a big win to Palm Beach Currumbin. But certainly Maroochydore supporters like to think their team has changed a bit since then, and do come into this game with a little bit of confidence, and are battling against a slight breeze in this first term. There's plenty of sunshine and support around.
And dry weather footy, Andrew. We've had a lot of wet games this year, haven't we? And the ball is really bouncing out there, so players sort of getting used to that. Simpson's been huge in the middle, first to the footy there from the tap, and gets it away, but he's collared. Maroochydore get the footy. Put it in the air, we'll have a one-on-one contest there. Good use of the body there by White. Experienced defender. One of the first picked every week down there, and just maintains possession of the ball. Liam Jones bites off the difficult kick inside 50 there. And Stringer,
yep.
Junior product, Jackie Stringer. And that's a lovely use of the ball. So goes one way, then the next Pickus. And why not? You look for Levi again. That one's hit the grass. Good attempt though, as Maroochydore exit. So that's a lovely looking kick coming out of the back line. Finds the big Wilson. Wilson's been good early. So here he goes. Onto the right foot. It's going to get out the back. McDonald's there. He'll have a jump at it. There's a free kick. I think it might go to the Roos. Just some front on contact.
It was either Young or McDonald, the recipient. And it's like it's going to be the young Bradley McDonald take the free kick. Only about 25 metres out, virtually directly in front. Virtually from the same spot he got the goal last time.
Yeah, and it was the quick ball movement, Andrew, that
yes.
put the Palm Beach defence under that pressure. I don't care who you are down there. If the ball's coming in quick, you're going to be under the pump. So very good. So McDonald coming in for his second. Similar spot to his first. He just kicks a little low 7 iron, and that'll do. That's his second. So we've got Casboll at one end for PBC. And McDonald doing the damage for the Roos. They're staying with them at the moment, Andrew. It's great to see this contest here in the qualifying final.
Well, you couldn't get better conditions, as we mentioned too, with the dry weather and fairly open play from both teams, despite being the smallish oval. You see the arcs there right on the edge of the centre square.
Fast track, we'll say.
Absolutely. You're obviously keen on the golf too. You've used a couple of golfing phrases already.
Golf analogies, yeah.
7-iron, your favourite club, is it? Or,
well, I'm working on it.
We're always working on it. But anyway, back in the centre, and umpire Hayden Taylor this time throws the ball up.
Young Walkerton into the ruck, so if you get break, and the youngster, former Coolangatta Junior Walkerton, and he's done well. He's held his spot in this team, in this strong PVC outfit. So here they go, Maroochydore. Ping the ball off half-back now and repel. Umpire's seen something and he's going to bring this one back. It's
Ben
Thomas.
Ben Thomas dealt with after he got rid of it, so downfield it goes.
Now, my Maroochydore spies tell me that Ben Thomas, fantastic season, could be leading the BNF, so he's one to watch out for today.
Not so many secrets. We said 450 disposals.
There we go.
Compared to Tom Simpson's 570. They're both leading goal disposal getters for their club.
Well,
that's not a bad route.
Lovely raking right foot and celebrating too. Is that Wilson?
Yes, it was Aaron Wilson.
He's pumped that one from the 50-metre paint, and Thomas created that one there. So Maroochydore just
back-to-back goals. So important.
Back-to-back goals, and they've just got that look about them. They've got energy. They've come into this contest on confidence, on a high after rolling Vicky Point, the more favoured Vicky Point last week. They're coming in with a double chance, and they started like they're right in this contest. So good to see, and they're going forward. Aaron Wilson, they kick on the run there. That was quality.
So ball back in the centre, and certainly open game of football. Only 1 point in it. favour the home team. And
Walker, big jump there along with Max McDonald. So here we go. Simpson again gets another clearance for his team, and that ball is a lovely delivery for guess who. Just kicked it to the spot, and Levi had to run onto it and slide into that one and gave the defender zero chance.
Poor Adam Smythe is shaking his head. And how can I stop? He's got so much early speed, Levi too, and he's been playing with these players a couple of years now. And someone like Simpson, he knows how to deliver the ball, to put the ball out in space and deliver the right spot. This is where it ends up.
Smythe's a good matchup. It's not much you can do about that kick. Though Levi pops it up. Just going to go across the face and spoiled well there by Cooper Delaney. Get a fist on that one over the line and diffuse the situation. So they've done this well so far. They've been able to exit out of the PVC forward half pretty well so far, Maroochydore. This is no exception. Two kicks hit the mark. They haven't been quick to bomb away. They've waited until something short presents, and when they go quick. So this one's kicked up the line in front of the commentary side and Jones gets that familiar fist into the Sharon and pumps it out of bounds.
Sorry, George, if you were wondering, there was a reserves match before this. It was easy win to the Panthers. Both the seniors and reserves looking strong. Morningside 14-13, 97, Maroochydore 5-4, 34 as the ball up that throw in. Being tackled there was Ty Fitzgerald. Didn't have full possession of the ball. Benjamin Thomas has recovered after that knock. Wondering, but going straight down the corridor, looking into the sun there was Excel, but he, I should say Ethan Cash, and got away with it.
Cash reeled it in with the one juke then, that was good.
Over to Hollier, sends it down, trying to claim the mark. Smythe's under pressure. Quick handball out. Palm Beach, though, lurking once again. Involved there was Jack Stringer. Players looking for a free kick. Maroochydore under pressure. Big kick out there by William Jones. Going up and taking the mark beautifully there, though. Yeah, for Palm Beach.
That was Excel.
Excel.
Yeah, Excel. Levi's just bullied his way to the footy there, and it was legal too. He didn't push in the back. He just used his bulk to create the path. And the dangerous thing for Maroochydore is Levi's good touch, and he's getting his shots from 20 or 30 metres out. So,
well, Smythe's obviously solid enough, but would the coach be thinking about perhaps a change, someone with a bit more speed, perhaps, to try and counter that?
To put in the hole, Andrew, I wouldn't be standing there. Here we go, Levi. He pops that one through. He's 4 from 4, the big fella. What a start to this qualifying final for big Levi Casbolt. And the delivery again was first rate. It's like they've got that hot spot for him to run to, and he's just been the recipient there. The timing's been, and the connection's been on song. So let's see how the end of this quarter goes. Maroochydore right in the contest. I've been impressed with their work.
As Wilson takes a break and Max McDonald comes on to replace him, and of course number 27 is Bradley McDonald, so I've got both McDonalds up there from Maroochydore just to confuse us a bit more there, Jules.
Plenty of size, and the big fella William Jones there doing a good job. Some minutes in the ruck, and guess who? Simpson comes away from the contest, showing some wheels. He's going to have a shot himself. He's pumped it, and they like it. That is a magnificent goal from the gun PVC midfielder, who showed a real turn of speed, hit the ball at full stretch, and pumped that one through. He bypassed Levi that time and went over his head.
And as he likes to do, he likes to show people how to celebrate as well, as does the number 4. Yeah, so he's approaching 600 disposals for the season. He's had about 170 clearances, and just been an amazing. Delivered the ball inside 50s. Well, another 3 or 4 times already today. That takes about over 160. He's just a mercurial player.
Yep. And he's been doing it for a while. Just looks a class above at the moment. He's playing well in the big games.
So is this boy.
Hickey, spins around and pumps it inside 50. Dangerous spot. O'Brien reads it well. Little flying snap there by the number 28 for the Lions was Rawson, young Bailey Rawson.
And he's been doing okay. Finished the season, of course, in Southport, the VFL.
Yep.
So come out short. Maroochydore defensive 50. Bailey Hahn taking the mark. But again, it'll just be slow movement as Palm Beach are quickly to force a pack mark or contest down the line. Nudge out there by Sakash. But Wilson back on, takes the mark. Delivers the ball down the line for Kobe Young. With a big fist over the back though by guess who, Liam Jones. And sends the ball over the boundary line. So we are approaching the 24-minute mark of the opening term. Palm Beach 5-2-32. Maroochydore 3 straight 18. Entertaining first quarter.
Here we go. Ruck's easy experience. Just nudges McDonald under that one.
Good.
And cool. Yep. Puts that one forward, but it's along the ground though. Here we go. Chain of handballs, a snapping ball. And lovely body work there. So something out of nothing there, the Roos, really. And
ends up with Kobe Young.
Yeah, he'll have a kick from the top of the goal square. So just making most of that opportunity there after McDonald got worked under that by Hickey, and then Maroochydore were able to get the crumb and snap it forward. So
haven't seen Hugo Paps on the field though, number 22. So just keeping an eye on that as far as Maroochydore concerned. But
yep, so it's that Hunter Moore. That one
the Kobe Young.
Kobe Young's popped that one through from the top of the goal square. So
goal for goal, Jules.
Yeah, staying in touch the Roos. That's what we want to see. A really good contest in this qualifying final.
Julian van der Street, and Andrew Brown. I'll get it right eventually.
Work on that one, Andrew.
Get him up!
And watching it on AFL YouTube channel. Thanks to Double Take, of course, with all the pictures this afternoon. A reminder of that Bond University QAFLW Premier Final 2 this afternoon, beginning at 4 o'clock between Coorparoo and at Bond University. This time, that's an important stoppage there for Maroochydore. PBC unable to get the clearance away there. Josh Pickus involved.
Pickus flew through the contest there, just to get clear. So, held up there was the vice captain in Harrison for the Lions and Stalwart. Been around a long time, played some great footy here at Cyclops. So here we go. Simpson runs past that one. Harrison gets his boot on it, but good pressure by the Roos. Ball hits the deck, they pile on. There's no prior opportunity there. So we'll have another ball up.
Just forward of the centre. So Maroochydore stopping that flood at the moment. Hickey down to Simpson. Just with the quick handball away. Put the ball down there to Stringer, and then a high up and under to looking for Casbolt. At the back there, the chance was for Liam O'Brien. But the ball favoured Maroochydore, kicked the ball out, but only as far as AJ Dawson.
Yeah,
He's been a bit quiet the first term though, AJ.
Yeah, he'll come into it. O'Dwyer, number 6 there for Richard, just had to hack it forward. So here we go.
Casbolt.
Casbolt's on the fly. That one through his hand. So here we go. This let's be careful. It's going to be a lasso. Just outside the 50 out of bounds from that kick. So, guess who's got the ball? Simpson.
But right into the breeze we're testing here though. Jules goes for the short pass.
Ball. Oh, and it's fallen into Liam Jones's hands, who's drifted forward there. Just read that one better. It was a lovely piercing ball from Simpson into the hot spot. And Jones.
Has he shifted? Has he just followed his player down, do you think? Or has he made him's presence felt there by drifting out of the forward line after being the first 20 minutes in defence, of course? That might be their positional switch, yes.
Yeah, so Jones this on a slight angle from 30 out and starts it right, not coming around.
Where's the breeze there, Jules?
Yeah, he had the right shape there. And but Jones, of course, known as a defender for his AFL career, but did go forward at times, being a current Carlton supporter. Did used to like it when they swung him forward occasionally.
We kicked 5 goals last week, as we mentioned, in that win against Broadbeach. The ball delivered out wide. That's already paid a mark. It will be. That'll be going to Matthew Hollier. So another forward 50 entry coming up here. Jones looking for it. Where's the pass going to go? Casbolt, well, he's there. And he's just charging through. He's playing full of confidence. He missed last week, but he's relishing playing in the sunshine on the Gold Coast this afternoon. Levi Casbolt already has 4 in the first term and looking for 5.
You just see that Maroochydore players got back into that hole, but the kick was just too good. The delivery was too good from Hollier, and Casbolt just ran onto that one and made it work. So here we go. Shouldn't have too much trouble here. He just chips it in. It's a lovely shape. He's in good nick, isn't he? That's number 5 for Levi.
I'm going to run out of space here soon, Julian.
Yeah, we're going to run out of ink. So 5 goals of the 6 for the quarter. We're seeing 10 for the game. First quarter, great start in these conditions.
Might be a long quarter. And of course, Palm Beach had a bye in round 18. And so this is only their third game back, if you like, and they are looking really fresh for that bye. A lot of the teams, of course, had their second bye towards the end of the season, but Palm Beach looking remarkably refreshed.
Yeah, and look, a really strong list, haven't they? They've got so many good youngsters that bring in.
Well, Sam Chilmy had to play in the reserves today because of too many points, I think, for this, representing the VFL sides. But, quick quarter in the end. Only went the under 30 minutes, Julian. There you go. Tricks me every time. 29 minutes, that opening term. But what an opening term it was. Palm Beach 6-3-39 over Maroochydore 4 straight 24. 10-goal quarter. And just marvelling at the skills of Palm Beach Currumbin. Living the ball down to Levi Casbolt. Has got 5 goals. Takes his season tally to 74. Of course, well behind Matt Hamilman, who broke the century a few weeks ago for Redland Victoria Point. And the other goal kicker for Palm Beach, Tom Simpson. And for Maroochydore, 2 goals to Bradley McDonald, 1 each to Kobe Young and Aaron Wilson. But at quarter time here in the first qualifying final for the TPIL Lawyers QAFL final series, it's Palm Beach by 15 points.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for
best mates looking to be teammates.
cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy!
It's footy for me.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick, tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more.
And welcome back to Southmont Oval here at Palm Beach on the Gold Coast with the home team, the Lions, leading by 15 points. As the second quarter about to get underway, and of course there are other finals going as we speak. All the finals starting at the same time this afternoon. And Jules, you've got the updated scores.
Yeah, around the grounds up at Jack Esplin Oval, Morningside, the home side, 27. Just over surface, 2 goals, 1-13. Up at Redland Vicky Point, they are 30 points up over Noosa at quarter time. And the Gold Coast Derby, Labrador are 7 points to the good over the Broadbeach Cats. So some good contests around the grounds here in southeast Queensland in the QAFL as we're back underway here. And PBC and the home side get the first clearance. They go forward. Ball hits the deck. Good little ball that just travels the required distance into Simpson, who had leather poisoning in that first term. Kicks the ball beautifully. Oh, Levi somehow drops that one. It was put on a platter for him, but so great forward pressure though there by Comey to win the ball back. So this time Maroochydore are able to repel. So I don't know how he dropped that chest mark. We didn't see that once in the first quarter. Of course, 5 goals in the first quarter would be Levi. So the Roos coming through the middle low. They'll benefit from that mistake by Palmy. So the next kick's important one that goes inside the 50. Let's see how they go. It's gone deep to the goal square. Wilson jumps at it. Wilson clunks it. Great jump and mark there and good transition of the footy from coast to coast by the Roos.
Yeah, it was Benjamin Thomas involved in that play. Got the ball to Kobe Young on the wing and the long roost. Following the lead from PBC in the first quarter, and so from point blank range, Aaron Wilson looking for his second. Should make no mistake, and pops it over the goal umpire's head. So just the start that Maroochydore wanted in this second term. Kicking with the aid of the slight breeze to that northern end, left-hand side of your screen, and Palm Beach kicking towards the southern end or the clubhouse end here in this second term. But I suspect the breeze is not as strong as it perhaps it was earlier, Jules.
Yeah, no, definitely advantage. You see the ball does just travels that extra 5 metres up the northern end with those high balls going in, and yeah.
And you saw the mistake, of course, from Levi Casbolt. The other answer was Zoller, and a goal there to Maroochydore. So first goal of the second term, the first couple of minutes. So the ball back in the centre, and Donald up against Hickey. He grabbed it. The ball to Reece King, gets under that trusty left boot. Moves the ball long. He doesn't drop it that time, Levi.
Same spot, wasn't it?
It's just amazing. It's just a one straight kick. He goes so deep in that forward line. And, well, no. So
next one's hit the deck.
Yeah, just distracted there. The ball, wild handball. So Maroochydore defence under pressure. They can get rid of it. Gore was kicking in danger there, and it was. So Matty Gore will take the free kick.
Yeah, so Levi tried to dish that one off to Lester Sutherland and bounced off his chest. So all early mistakes for the Lions, but guess who's intercepted the footy?
That is fifth intercept mark.
Yeah, and Jones proving a headache. So here he goes round onto the right boot. It's a bit of an up and under. So Maroochydore, great set of dukes there by the defender. Who's that? Hunter Moore. Wow, he squeezed the air out of it there. So to repel the full thrust by Jones. So Hunter Moore just pops this one back up the wing. Safe kick. Strong spoil there. So Wilson again competes well, gets the ball to the ground, although White toes it off the deck. Just a little bit of a dangerous one. White gets it back, little chippy ball, doesn't go the required distance, hits the ground. That's the Sutherland again. Back to White, 3 possessions in 10 seconds. He's just dealt with after he kicked it, so it'll be a downfield. It is, and Simpson will be the beneficiary here, Andrew.
Not that what Maroochydore wanted is end up in the air. Is the hands most dangerous player on the field, and one interesting matchup too was Reece King and Harrison Ronchi, and I think King's looked better of the two so far. Maroochydore would like a bit more from Harrison, such a dangerous ball getter, but let's see what Tom Simpson can do. Kicked a terrific goal in the first term. He's had numerous possessions already. He leans back. He might be happy with that one. He's missed everything, in fact. One couple of scorers.
Good look at that breeze then. It's sort of a little bit gusty at times, and that one ball violently went left and just got grabbed by that wind, but
out of bounds on the full.
Out of bounds on the full. The Roos re-enter, and first part of the equation's tick.
Zach Shelton has the ball in his hands.
Shelton got the safe kick up the line to his big man, and top of the arms, got away with it. Players are called handy in the boundary line there, and a handball out of bounds.
Yeah, so boundary throw to take in. An opportunity too, while speaking about the umpires, again, we thank Brad and Windows and Doors. Sam Wetton, of course, a high-profile umpire on the Gold Coast, and umpiring a lot of the VFL, was umpiring VFL finals match day in Melbourne. So good luck to Sam as far as the umpires are concerned. He's been a tremendous umpire throughout a few seasons now, and getting his chance in the big smoke, which is great to see.
That's a great result. Here we go, PBC, AJ Dawson, the skipper's got the footy there from a free kick. That's a low ball inside 50. Smythe gets his hands on that. Gets a quick little handball back out. So good work there by the Roos to repel Hunter Moore, who's been busy.
Put the ball over there to Lockie O'Dwyer. A couple of O'Dwyers as well, wearing the high number 60. No push out there, taken by Bradley McDonald. Coaches, we're right above the interchange benches here, so Maroochydore bench asking to get involved in the play quickly, but that's great defensive work there by PBC and Harrison Day.
Yeah, read that well, didn't it? Come over the back.
And a 15-metre penalty as well.
It's the 50, I think that was Castine that's wandered into the protected area. But, so this 50 is a big penalty on this small field at Palmy. So here we go, hands over the top. Excel gets it over to
Corey Beeman.
Beeman for a kick there, kick to the pocket, and look for the big Levi, why wouldn't you? And a good defence there. Smythe does enough to get that one over the line.
So ball to be thrown in right next to the Palm Beach goals, one for their clubhouse. Lead it by 9 points, which is all the only goal so far in this second term. That's to Aaron Wilson as Max McDonald takes a break now. Being replaced there by Fletcher Gay-Brown. The ball be thrown in, so dangerous again here for the Roos. Need to defend. Hahn wrestling with King. Well, there is Harrison Ronchi. And the Roos trying to get the ball away. Pickus be involved here. Laser tackle to Josh Pickus. Got injured early in the season with the foot injury. Kept him out for quite a few rounds. But since he's come back the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's been in tremendous form, helping out that forward line. He's got about 13 goals for the season. Limited opportunities.
Big William Jones gets his body in there, does well. But ball hits the deck, so Smythe, key defender for the Roos. A little hooking ball there, just a panic kick really, and of course Palmy set up well. Big Hickey can't get one past him. The big man, he's pumped that one in. Bit of front on contact, Levi pushed out of it, and round onto the left boot there. Maroochydore, this is going to go out of bounds. Lasso on the full, whatever you like. It's going to be a free kick to the line. So just a little bit of dominance the last couple of minutes here. Palmy pressing, but unable to put it on the board just yet. Excel onto the left. That's to another dangerous spot. Levi will bump. You protected the drop, but couldn't complete. Beeman had a busy couple of minutes. He snapped it around. He's good at these ones, but that just goes through for the minor score.
So first score, minor one, this turn for Palm Beach. Richard will be disappointed too that Hickey is allowed to stand by himself to create that wall, that no one matched up on him. It's going to be a hard match up anyway. Going back to the flight of the ball, taking the mark is Sakash.
Yeah, played it well. He read it well there. Read the breeze. The breeze of the ball carried over the back and took a slips catch. So normally good by foot, no exception there. A little chippy one out to the wing.
Harrison Day out there. Ready to send the Lions back into attack, but Maroochydore trying to set up their defence to prevent another onslaught. Levi from behind took the ride, led Smythe to the ball, and at the front of the pack there, unfortunately, was William O'Dwyer who copped the brunt of the big number 24. So Levi, that's kicked that ball. They know he's going to make the ground. He's got the leap and the capabilities to take that sort of mark. And another example of that there by Levi. He's got 5 of the Lions' 6 goals so far. Looking for an early half dozen and to get that first goal the second term.
Standing beautifully there, and the kick was perfect. So here we go, Levi waltzes in, and it's coming back with against the breeze. It's gone from left to right, and he's nailed that one. Well done by Big Casbolt for number 6. course, kicked 5 in the first quarter, so that's 7 goals, 446 PBC, the home side leading. Very efficient Maroochydore, 5 goals straight, 30, and the goal kickers for the Roos so far. Big Aaron Wilson's been good up forward with 2. Bradley McDonald, the big ruckman's rested forward and got a couple himself, and Kobe Young's got the other. And for PBC, apart from Levi with 6, it's been Tommy Simpson with the other major.
Well, the coach can't complain about trying to stand in the hole. That's what poor William O'Dwyer did then, and he copped the brunt, but it was just beautifully delivered, held up in the breeze as Hickey goes up, got to his opponent, flushes the ball out, looking there for Tom Simpson. Broke the tackle beautifully too. Now on the left boot, watch out, who's going to take the mark there? No, a hold or another free kick away from the ball. And Simpson's involved again. This time AJ Dawson is as well with Luke Saunders. So downfield free kick, is it? Or go to Liam O'Brien anyway. And it's last thing that Maroochydore wanted was back-to-back goals to the Lions.
Look, the kick from Simpson came in deep, and it just, I think someone panicked and just grabbed the jumper. And
O'Brien gets
O'Brien is the recipient of that. So yeah, but again, the centre clearance is so crucial here. McDonald doing well. He was able to get that one out into the path of Simpson. So still an entertaining affair. Maroochydore just won't want to let Palm Beach kick too many in a row here. They'll want to. They do have the aid of this breeze, the Roos, so they'll want to convert. They just haven't had the ball inside their 50 for 5 or so minutes.
Liam O'Brien gets on the board for the first time this afternoon. He's edging up towards a half-century of goals for the season. Now on 48.
Crafty, small forward, can plant the ball too. He's been good, O'Brien, this year. McDonald does well. Handball into the path. Well done. It's great. Sakash flies up. Play on the call. No holding.
Young, he still might get it back. Got the ball back. It's a Hugo Paps.
Yeah, they get it
the
anyway.
Other lurking forward and certainly push and shove after there. Jules, where Kobe Young is probably a bit hard done by there, but they get the goal in the end. And Hugo Paps, who was a bit quiet in the first term, certainly wasn't quiet in the last quarter last week, taking a terrific mark and getting amongst the goals, and gets his first for the afternoon.
You did mention Paps earlier. Wondered.
Yeah, hadn't seen him at all.
Seen him. But like you say, he can. I haven't seen a lot of Maroochydore this year, but he can turn it on, that's for sure, in spurts. So they'll need more of that today. But it was the work of McDonald who got on top that time in the middle, and the handball might have been out to Hahn. Was it?
Yeah, Bailey Hahn.
Bailey Hahn.
And they drove the ball inside 50.
So that was a good bit of play. Like I said, the centre clearance super important here at Sultan Oval on the smaller field. There's one kick inside 50. Speaking of that, Simpson, here he goes again. He's got his own footy out there, and the kick is perfectly delivered out in front of leading the Levi Casbolt.
Well, it's about 4 times today, and actually when Simpson broke away from the ball, we're probably closer to the Maroochydore bench than we are to the Palm Beach bench, and the price of frustration. And they might be wanting to make a move here, I think, Maroochydore, about that.
What a pickup he's been from just come down the highway from Labrador, Simpson, and had already won at Grogan. And wow.
Speaking of Grogan medalist, here's the reigning one now, Levi. This is goal for number 7. Leans back and just off target.
At the same shape, didn't it? A bit of left to right. But,
well, Maroochydore are 6 straight, and Levi Casbolt has kicked 6-2 out of Palm Beach's 8-5-53. As Smythe, he might have been pushed up the ground a bit here at Smythe. Elects to go across to the outer side. Plays fist in there, but it'll go against Palm Beach.
McDonald worked his way into that contest. Well done, and the Palm Beach player just held the arm, so did well there. McDonald, let's see how it goes here.
Bradley variety.
Waltzes around and pumps the right boot into it. Hickey set up behind, experienced campaigner. Just worked his man under that and marked it. Dished it off to Sakash.
Yes.
With the pink boots.
So you see out there, 17-point lead to the Lions, the home team, in their traditional maroon. 14 minutes just about played in this second term. Maroochydore looking to stay in touch. Bradley McDonald can get from Hunter Moore. Trying to break through there with Stringer. That was Jack. AJ Dawson paddles the ball along. He's going to get the ball back here, AJ. Trying to get it on the right boot. He does. He swings it back, and Stringer came down as well in the support, and Jack Stringer's taken the mark, and now he'll have a set shot.
Crafty from AJ, experienced footballer. Just below the knees too, nice and clean, and just wheeled around, did the full arc and found a player there.
It's finding amazing how much space they're finding in that
in
that forward line. You think they're hemmed in and they're just finding space everywhere.
Yep, there's a lot of space out there. Simpson's had his couple of minute rest. He's back out to make the changes. So Jakey Stringer, the local boy, just lives across the creek. He's nailed that one. Beautiful finish there from 45 out. And there's Levi's starting to share the goals around a little bit now, which is, he said, boys, come on. I don't want everything. That time the young Jack Stringer, who's grown up from Auskick all the way to senior footy here, the full pathway, come through the footy factory over the road, the PBC High, with Neil Mackay, Jason Jeffrey, and they produce so many footballers, this footy club, and they continue to do so.
Go quickly around the grounds, TPIL Lawyers, the other finals, Morningside 19-point lead over Surface. Same with Redland, Victoria Point over Noosa, 19 points, and the close one down the road at Cook Murphy Oval, Labrador, 3 points in front of Broadbeach. And those two teams have had two terrific contests this season, both decided by 2 points. Labrador getting home in the last minute or two in round one, and then just a few weeks later, Broadbeach did the same to Labrador. But back to here, Maroochydore going to attack. Couldn't trap it there was Bradley McDonald. Trying to get the ball and trying to keep it in was Fletcher Gay Brown. Couldn't quite do so. And the ball be thrown in just inside 50 from Maroochydore. Hemmed in there in the half-forward flank. And on that time, Cameron Simpson flicked the ball back wide of the boundary umpire. It was unintentional.
While we throw it in, a little footnote, Fletcher Gay Brown, his old man dominated on the wing out here, won a couple of flags with PBC. Fletcher would have been, a good little kid watching back then, and his old man Paul will be watching the live stream. So good to see his son doing well, playing senior footy for Maroochydore as they go at it again.
Top one, and
see the high or holding the ball, and the umpire said, well, it's holding the ball, you had your prior opportunity.
He got one high, but he got up straight away, Ty Fitzgerald, but Castine with the strong tackle there will go back and have a set shot at goal. He's just off target in the first quarter.
So
didn't quite make the distance, but with the aid of the breeze here, Jules, see how he goes.
See how he goes. He'll have to pump this one from the paint. So he runs around to the right. See how he goes. That's a mongrel, mankind. But there's still in the contest here, the Roos, if they can get a flying snap, they do. Off the left.
Raunchy.
Oh, they're saying touched off the boot. So the fielding umpire intervened and touched off the boot. So Raunchy, unlucky.
No score review for us.
No, let's see. Exactly. So
Hollier to bring it in.
Hollier will get the 1-2 here. As handball receives a light goal just to chew up the metres. So Jones has been one of the best for the Lions so far today, and they continue to work this one out well up the far wing.
Hollier up there to this time it's Harper Burke.
Harper Burke, and wheels around. Next kick is inside 50. Guess who's underneath it? Levi. Oh, just couldn't complete the mark. Umpire said he
blocking free kick and
legally knocked one of the Roos out of the way there. So Smythe will take this.
I wonder what his drive was like, thinking he was going to play on Levi, and didn't think he'd have 6 goals on him by half time.
The sleep mightn't have been too good last night. There we go. Was that young Dighton? Yeah. Dighton's pumped that one up. Oh, little hands in the back. Clowns the call. Wilson was unlucky there, so Clancy Carson's got his head over it. He does well to get a handball out. Clowns the call. The pressure's lifted from the Roos. Here we go, Wilson again. They're flying in for these ground balls. Hold that one in this time. Good finals footy little patch there, Andrew.
Yeah, good comes in from the sidelines as well as Matty Gould comes off for a break. Replaced by Bailey Hahn there. So Lester Sutherland looking to come on as well for Palm Beach. McDonald goes up. Grabbed by Reece King. Ty Fitzgerald was very close to him, but still Fitzgerald did well. It'll kick away, but it'll be a lasso free kick as the ball spins off to the right-hand side.
Young 39 Fitzgerald. Similar to Bodie Newland, isn't he? Strong body.
William O'Dwyer down to Bailey Hahn, who's just come on, takes the mark at centre-half back. Benjamin Thomas presenting on the broadcast side. That's ignored. Went straight up against him for Brad McDonald. That could be risky, though. Palm Beach with the turnover. The handball goes straight to Benny Thomas. Needs to break the tackle. He does so. Settles on that right boot. Sets sail for home. At the back there is Wilson. Little shove, though. against Harrison Day.
Unlucky. Well, I was just going to say the poise and the delivery.
That's the one that frustrates me right throughout the season at the AFL level. You have your arms there to hold your position is okay, but obviously the umpire saw the pushing action, so it went against Aaron Wilson at that time.
Try and keep the hands away out of it. You'll be safe, but here we go. The Roos are going to go again. They go back inside 50, but the kick doesn't hit the mark, so
Day's got it again.
Day's chopped that one off. There's no weak links in this Lions team. They're all very capable, and everyone knows their role. They play this over so well. Here we go. Just chewing up a little bit of clock time here. And so O'Brien comes off for a little well-earned rest. Chilmy comes on. Like I say, that O'Brien close to 50 goals as a small forward. Chilmy's dangerous as well, and there's nothing there. So here we go, the Lions. Smythe does well to get that to the ground. Beautiful roving there, again by Thomas. He is a jet. Stringer having a good quarter as well. So big contest there. Clown's the call.
Costain got it down. Trying to get in there involved was Luke Saunders. He's sent to the ground, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball up. It's umpire Hayden Taylor, along with number 19 Jamison Galbraith and 34 Harry Heller, who umpires for today, thanks to Brad the windows and doors.
Yeah, Harry Heller just from over the border down at Tweed. He's done a great job to work his way up the level. So here we go. PBC inside 1-on-1. Ball hits the deck and rolls through. Chilmy did well to beat his man, but the roll of the ball beat him over the line.
So we're coming down from Maroochydore. They're hoping with the amount of tackles that have been broken that Palm Beach are walking through, but I'll tell you what, there's a few strongly built players in the Lions outfit. It's hard to stop as well, but the ball sent down to the broadcast wing. Jones came back, got rid of Kobe Young, and the experience of Jones to a player loose further afield. That's Reece King. Hard to leave him alone. And we'll go in short. You'll find Harrison.
Just watching Jones. Just allowed to wander and control that kick behind on his own. It's just forwarding with danger, and he just reads it so well.
And we mentioned before, I don't think Richard will play that badly. It's just the Palm Beach at the moment just seems to be another level at the moment.
It's the boy with the finger in the dike, isn't it? He can only plug so many holes. And
Chilmy front and square, pounced on that opportunity. Ball bounced down from the pack. And the number 45 who's been acquitted him quite well with Southport towards the latter part of the season with all the injuries that Southport Sharks had in the VFL. And Chilmy, Michael, brother of Sam, pounced on that one front and square, a la Jason Ackermanis in the 2002 Grand Final, for those that remember, and puts that one through for PBC. They bring up the double figures, 10-6-66, 22-minute mark of the second term. Maroochydore 6-1, 37. All of a sudden, the lead's 29 points.
Everything but the handstand. Acker did the handstand, didn't he? Like they got in one of those grand finals.
Yeah, most of yeah.
He was a good entertainer, Jason Ackermanis, one of the greats. Main junior, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So
4 goals to 2, and so Maroochydore haven't taken advantage of Aaron Wilson a little bit stiff before, but back in the centre, Gore ducked ahead. The ball over to Bailey Hahn though, avoided the Fitzgerald tackle, and McDonald behind his opponent, and that's Liam Jones again. He must have almost be racking the 10th intercept mark already for the Lions this afternoon. So the other ex-AFL player, and Tom Hickey, little left foot toe poke, finds Beeman up from the forward line, giving his forward line plenty of space. Now sends the ball forward with Kaz Boulder, came back third rung in there. Allowed Smythe, then took a risky bounce there, Smythe, and showed the confidence at Dayton. He sends a handball out. Saunders, he was under pressure. And a little pressure applied by Palm Beach, really mounting at the moment. Chilmy runs after it, outside 50, sends the ball in. Casbolt was there by himself, swings around, no trouble, pokes it through. He's got number 7.
Yeah, well, good call, Andrew. That the Roos there just missed with the handball coming out and hit the deck, and of course there's PBC players sweating on it. Chilmy just come on the ground a few minutes ago. He's kicked one and he's set up another. That was fantastic. So a different sort of a goal there for Casbolt, a ground level one.
When he got the use of the breeze, I'm sure the coaching staff, rather than give the ball up on the half back line, perhaps a kick could have been in order, just trying to get the ball away, but the handball under pressure. Palm Beach knew what they were doing, corralled it, caused the turnover.
Yeah, I like Smythe's intent trying to burst through and break the line there, because if he gets it out the back, all of a sudden the PBC defence under pressure. But here we go again. McDonald and Hickey, the two quality ruckmen. That's a lovely spot there. And left foot ball goes darting in. This one hits the deck. The ground level players go to work. And out of bounds there. So he's ran on to that beautifully, Reece King.
He's got a free kick as he tackled high in that process, but he's going to go back here to Beeman.
Yeah, Beeman will see the free kick there for a holding or a high, as you said. Beeman, he'll do well to make the distance here. He'll be kicking from outside 50 into this Southerly. So there he goes. He fancy. I'm sure he's kicked them from training from here. In front of the past players' tent. They'll go up if you can slot this one, the junior product. So Corey Beeman comes in onto the right. Hits it sweet. It's coming back. It's coming back. They like it. The umpire didn't move. Straight over his head. So what a finish there by Corey Beeman as PBC just gained the ascendancy now in the second term. Like you said, Andrew, it's not Maroochydore aren't doing much wrong. It's just a little mistake here and there, and PBC make you pay.
Certainly do, and all of a sudden that lead is now 41 points, biggest lead of the game. And they kicked the last 4 goals in the last 8 or 9 minutes at Palm Beach after Maroochydore got the goal at the 13-minute mark. And we seem to be right in the contest, but PBC has been harping along all the way through, Jules. They just know this ground so well, and Maroochydore wouldn't get to play this ground too often. They certainly felt the wrath back in round 8 when it was over 100-point margin, and it's heading northward at the moment. So back in the centre.
Doesn't feel like 41 points.
No.
Here we go. Let's see if they can hang in there and get a couple back with Simpson. Host of stars. That one's punched into the top of the goal square. Flying shot of goal O'Brien just comes off the side of his boot. Beeman's had a busy quarter. He's getting involved. Good handball out there, but Maroochydore a little fumble. Casbolt goes in hard and low, knocks over a couple, including Smythe. Hack kick up to the outside the 50. Hickey's there, and Hack's kicked off the ball. McDonald and Walker in battle, and that one goes out of bounds. So it will be a lasso, AJ Dawson. So AJ, skipper, around a long time.
Maroochydore saying that it has to be
the ruckman.
The kick there of Walkerton.
I don't fancy his kicking skills. The big man.
He's going to go back and pick up the interchange. We're feeling encouragement from his teammates.
He's going to say, don't doubt me, boys. I can punch this 50 up the line. And look at that. Hits a target to Beeman, who's on fire this quarter, Corey Beeman. That's a good little ball, but Maroochydore get back. They're under siege at the moment, the Roos.
Pick us down there to the running Jack Axel, who's found his way to the forward line. So Maroochydore, last line defence, and get ball out of there. They do so. Young, Jones came over the back with a big thump. Ball ends up there, and Kobe Young lays a tackle, but can't get it free at centre half forward. And 41-point margin to Palm Beach, 28 minutes gone.
Yeah, getting to the tail end of this half, and Maroochydore, Steve Walsh will be can just settle them down. They've done a lot right. It's just been the quality of Palmy that they just feel like they've got another gear when they need to. Once Hickey and Casbolt and Jones gets involved, they can just calm the farm. So here we go again. The youngsters getting involved for the Lions. Pickus now, he's dropped that one. So well done, good pressure by the Roos. We'll see them exit and hopefully calm things down, not let another score in before the half, because they're still right in this contest.
They just send the ball down. Wobbly old kick though. Jones, whether it's behind or in front, he just reads the play so well. Takes about mark number 10. Sends the ball out wide. Here to the running Jack Axel, who's loving coming from the back line. Sends a long roost down towards the forward line. Caswell got rid of his opponent. Ball bounces down to O'Brien. Over the shoulder, Liam O'Brien. And it's going to go right on the goal line and slap through.
Straight up the chimney, that one.
It certainly was.
Straight up the chimney.
Give that one a rush behind rather than park it down at number 2. But Just peppering the score at the moment. Mitchell coming out through Thomas. Immediately plays on. Round his opponent. Rawson they force it over the bring and tackle. Here comes the response from the Lions. Beeman wants to go back. He thought about playing on.
Great pressure by Rawson, wasn't it, the youngster?
Yeah. All be going up to him, but Cooper Delaney's still on the mark, so Beeman just settled down. It'll take his 30 seconds at the 29-minute mark, and it's been 6 goals in the first quarter, another 6 in the second for the home team. And Beeman, who has been good in this second term.
Huge second quarter for Beeman.
And he's looking for his second goal of the term. He leans back, drifting across the wrong side of the post as far as he's concerned. Just through the minor one, right on the stroke of half-time. And that brings up 12-8-80, 43-point lead of Maroochydore, 6-1-37. Talking to the goal kickers, let's go around the grounds for TPIL Lawyers.
Quickly around the grounds, Andy. So Morningside at home against Surface in their qualifying final are 5 goals up, 58-28. Redland have things under control at Vicky Point against Noosa. They're also 32 points up. And we've got a close one up the highway at Cook Murphy Oval at Labrador, where the Broadbeach Cats, the away team, they're 2 points up at half-time over the Tigers. So that's around the grounds of QAFL action.
And 7 goals, leading goal kicker on the park, 7 goals and a half to Levi Casbolt. Really, he'd like to be chasing down Matt Hamlin of the Sharks with that sort of tally by half-time. 2 goals to Aaron Wilson and also Bradley McDonald, the main goal kickers there for Maroochydore. But Palm Beach looking good at half-time with a 43-point lead. We're back to the second half soon.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for
best mates looking to be teammates.
cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
It's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me.
Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Woo! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick. Tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
I'll come and see ya. Yeah, I'll ring her.
You want to my brother? Your brother? He's so nice, brother. Yeah, he's nice and you, mate.
You put him on at night, right? You lie in bed.
He's not always
Patches across it when you wake up in the morning. Yellow and potatoes. I had it yeah, and it's obviously like a range of motion like this.
Oh, what the heck?
That's good, right?
How much you got? When you hit it on the ground,
it's a bit gnarly.
Exactly, right.
But you know how to deal with that, mate. Just don't go ground. Simple. Get in the goal square. That's the way to do it.
Oh, I'd say, your humanities teacher would say that to you. He likes his humanities teacher. Fuck you! That's so good.
And welcome back to Stalagmite Oval here on the Gold Coast, the home of the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions, and they've got this first qualifying final under control at this stage. We'll see what Maroochydore can come out in the second half, with Palm Beach leading at 12.880, Maroochydore 6.137, and Levi Casbolt, the gun for four, the Grogan medalist from last season, leading the way with 7 goals for Palm Beach Currumbin. The rest are all singles, and 2 goals to Aaron Wilson, leading goal kicker for Maroochydore. Andrew Brown and Julian van der Dries here with you for this afternoon on AFLQ. Pictures courtesy of Harry and Double Take. Great to have your company. And Jules, how do you see the second half going the same way as the first, or can Maroochydore find a way back?
Yeah, really entertaining first half, Andrew, and the 43-point margin really doesn't tell the true picture of the game, does it? Because Maroochydore have been great, and I think it was just a little 10-15 minute period in that second term where Palmy really kicked away and put the foot on the gas. They seem to have that extra gear and then the quality on every line that when they're challenged, they can just step things up. So that's just been the difference. You know, Maroochydore can take a lot out of that first half. They've shown they can compete, and like I say, it's a bit of a free hit for them coming in with earning the double chance last week with a fantastic effort with their win. So we'll see how this plays out. I'd like to see them stay in the game and not let Palmy blow them away like we saw here in round 8. So that'll be the challenge for the Roos. And look, there's they can stay in the game, and guys are playing for spots for next week as well. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Interesting, Palm Beach, I've got Levi Casbolt there, of course, standing tall, but gone for a relatively small forward line. Corey Beeman would be what you perhaps call the tall forward there at the moment, but they've got players like Liam O'Brien, Buddy Rawson. I see Reece King's gone to the forward line too, normally, of course, around the middle. So let's see what Maroochydore can do. They've got Bradley McDonald up against Tom Hickey for the second half to get underway. We'll keep you updated with the other finals, of course, underway at the same time as well in TPIL Lawyers. But look, straight away, Josh Pickus got the tap down, stormed through, but Dayton fortunately got a hand on it to intercept it. Pickus kept going, though, through to the forward pocket. The dangerous Chilmey's there. Got a goal in the second, looking for a goal in the third. Squares up, and just with the use of the breeze, picked it off beautifully, and Liam O'Brien was there. Well, the small forwards came to the fore on that occasion, Julian, and Liam O'Brien, who also got a goal in that second term, will have a set shot 30 metres out directly in front. Not what the Maroochydore coaching staff would have been looking forward to start this third quarter.
Yeah, it was the composure too, wasn't it? And the weight of the kick to a dangerous spot at side angle. And so O'Brien will come in and 40 metres out. He's done this all before. He's kicked nearly 50 for the season. He's nursed that one through beautifully. So great start for the Lions with this clean centre clearance. Centre clearance is one thing, but when you burst out of there clean under no pressure, it puts the defence under pressure.
Yeah, Pickus storming through, and Tom Simpson, he was in there as well, but not required that time to get the ball down to the forward line, and Liam O'Brien moves to 49 goals for the season. Of course, way out in front after his efforts so far today. Levi Casbolt with 7 has 76, and Corey Beeman, who has already got 1 goal now, has 36 goals for the season. And at the other end, though, it's a bit of starvation there for the Maroochydore forwards and a lot of work to do. They've got to get the ball down there, though. And it's Hickey up against McDonald. Let's see what happens this time. Simpson got the better of his opponent, Benjamin Thomas. He hung up for a while, got the kick just in time, though. Headed down towards the Beeman direction. Chilmey's there, so is AJ Dawson. Coming out there's King, who's dropped. Behind a good tackle there by Smythe.
Yeah, by the Roos just to hold that one up and not allowing Simpson the clear exit there as well. Put the kick under pressure. So here we go. The Roos. McDonald's been good. Gets one high there. Play on the court. Locked up. So
Casbolt ran into him and looking for front on contact, but the umpires have been looking directly into the Western Sun. Might be a bit of an influence at the moment. A very low ball up, and Hickey timed it better. Little toe poke, bounce off someone first. It did, it was touch, so no lasso there, Julian.
The battle with McDonald and Hickey. McDonald's every bit as big as, if not bigger than Hickey. The young ruckman on the way up the ranks. He's competing well. At least he'll learn a lot from this contest with the experienced AFL ruckman. So Hickey gets the 1-2. Guess who seems to be waiting in the right spot at the right time. A tricky little torpedo kick inside. The Roos deal with it. They get it out, but it's a high kick and a big jump. A big jump
by Lester
Sutherland. The Hyphen, Bo Lester Sutherland. He had to sit and he made it work and took it on the chest. So here he goes, wheels around. He's going to have a shot. No, he's going to do the unselfish thing. Put it to the hot spot and ball spills to the ground and they'll lock this one up.
Definitely the contender for TPIL Lawyers mark of the day. There, Bo Lesser Sutherland, and right in front of his interchange and coaching bench staff as well. They all went up as one, all being dragged down there. And lining the top of the pack was Smythe. Last one up there is Chilmey.
Always good ones to call, Andrew, when you can see it.
Yeah, it's
early and had the
and Chilmey there off the pack, and a little cheeky kick there might have been from Liam O'Brien, and just went through the wrong side of the post for a minor score. And Maroochydore be hanging on for dear life here as Hunter Moore sends the kick out to that outer side to O'Dwyer. That's the William version, number 6. Looking at for Lockie, he's got 10 times higher number than that. That's 60. The ball goes out, kick forward there by Wilson, a long way from home, under the arms of Excel, who's also good in that second term. And here's Lester Sutherland, the specky. He's got Pickus running through. He'll chip the ball over the top to a vacant player. Reece King at half forward. There's a little kick, would have liked better. Had time for Rawson to recover. And his kick to the forward line. Play mucked around a bit too much there. Palm Beach, a bit overconfident. And the ball ends up out of bounds. A stoppage there, fortunately, for Maroochydore in their left half forward pocket. But they still trail it by an even 50 points at the moment. 87-37 early stages of the third quarter.
Yeah,
you, Jules.
And a ball in the pocket deep. Casbolt gets rid of his direct opponent in the ruck and hooks it around the shoulder. Is it going to float through with a breeze? It's a dangerous spot. The Roos will pounce on this, so there's a flying shot at goal and they get it off the crumb. And it is O'Brien for his second for the quarter. Liam O'Brien. So if Casbolt's not catching it, then the Smalls, Chilmey and O'Brien are at the feet going to work. So
and again, he was able to get rid of his opponent. We had Maroochydore coach Steve Wiltshire there in the second term, bemoaning the fact that his players were taking off the ball too easily, not laying enough tackles. Palm Beach is such a strong team, breaking those tackles, and that was another example of the strength of Casbolt. Got rid of his opponent, played on, and ends up with another goal to the Lions.
Good forwards like Levi did it at AFL level, didn't he? Monstered opponents and does it fair. is just strong.
The centre clearance was, though, a big issue. Brad McDonald got the tap down. Now, can the green and gold of Maroochydore capitalise? Pickus, though, thumps the ball forward from that contest. If it's not someone else like Ty Fitzgerald coming in, looking there for Reece King. Been marked there by Delaney. Dayton came in, tried to beat the tackle of Simpson and did, but couldn't beat the second one, though. Reece King had kept on going. Now he's caught to play on immediately. So a little chip kick that other side. Simpson was down on the ground a moment ago. He recovered, and terrific Tom has taken the mark. He's going to go back and back his chances here, Julian.
Yeah, Dayton was good there. Beat the first, used his legs, and but Palmer's professionalism just
short passes on, and they made room for Casbolt somehow. Rawson was in there, Dayton was in there, but somehow there was space for Levi to come steaming out and takes another mark inside 50, and he's lining up for goal number 8 to put Palm Beach on the edge of a century.
Well, it's the synergy of PBC, isn't it? They know their spots to hit. The guy with the footy in hand knows exactly where Levi's going to be, and it gets delivered on a platter. So here we go, Levi 35 out, slide angle, and he knocks that one through as well. So getting towards double-figure territory, Andrew, for Casbolt.
Yes, he's got number 8 now, 5 in the first, 2 in the second, now already 1 in the third at the 8-minute mark. As I said, it's now 99 to 37, 62-point lead. And Palm Beach, after we mentioned it was close there for a little while in the second term. Maroochydore scoring their last goal at the 13-minute mark, and since then PBC have piled on 7 goals to break this game open.
I think David Armitage will be enthusiastic about how that goal eventuated. You know, like it was off the back of a pressure. Maroochydore trying to exit, and Palm Beach's tackle pressure created that goal. So tick there. Hickey gets the ball out of the ruck, puts a high one into the air. So can Maroochydore deal with this? All hands.
Well, Moore thought he had it.
Bobbled out, yeah, got stolen. So it's back in the hands of Beam.
Back in the hands of Moore.
Yeah, they just need some composure and have spent some time with the ball here, the Roos. Let's see what they can do. Good little short kick, and that's good. That's the first tick. If they can do a few of these, rather than bomb it up high where there'll be a Jones or a Hickey waiting.
Ronchi.
Here we go, they come through the middle.
Saunders out wide, looking at the sun in his eyes there, Delaney. Cooper Delaney off that wing, went short, and this is where they fall down. Or he might get a free kick though for over the shoulder.
The out of zone umpire paid that one. He was definitely over the shoulder with the spoil. So
to Benny Thomas.
They go out wide to the creek side wing.
Castine has it.
Come back
inside. Tom Simpson. He's not laying tackles, getting centre clearance. He's performing a smother. Got it over to a skipper there in AJ Dawson. Back to Tom Simpson. Handball over the top will go to Hollier. So they're increasing in number as well. Number 1 to number 4, number 5. Go backwards now to number 4, Tom Simpson. Now looking at the pass, looking for Lesser Sutherland. Need to rise high, but coming out defence though is Dayton. Oh, ran straight into a huge tackle. That was Ty Fitzgerald, if you don't mind, and let him go on with it as well. And it might get a little look in. We won't comment too much about that, but already let himself down a bit there, Ty Fitzgerald.
Tell you what, Hunter Dayton is got straight back up. Tough hombre he is. Maroochydore quick out of the back line there, but wow, I mentioned early that Ty Fitzgerald.
Stringer, watch out, it's going past to Hillier. There's a long bomb from about inside the goal square. I was waiting for Stringer, was looking around for someone to run past, and it actually went about a bounce on the full.
Yeah, but Ty Fitzgerald, I said earlier as he came to the bench, he's in the Bodie Hewlin mould, and he certainly played that one like Hewlin. He just drove with the legs and absolutely nailed young Dayton there. So anyway, the Roos live to fight another day, so they go up the wing. Wilson has to insert himself into this game, the big key forward. He was good at first. So here we go again, ball bobbles around. Maroochydore, good chain of hands here. Wilson, the man I just spoke of, gets it out. Ball hits the deck here, so got to be clean below the knees. So here we go, Rawson arches the back and just puts it on a plate for Levi, who'll line up for number 9.
Yeah, he just got caught there, Smiley. Probably wasn't expecting the turnover, but as soon as Rawson pounced down it, the space was there, and yeah, it's deja vu all over again.
Well, it's off the back of pressure. Maroochydore are trying to link up some play, and Palm Beach pressure is relentless. It's they are on here. There's no complacency at all. So Here we go, big Levi. See if he can kick this out from 40 straight in front. Just nurses it through. He's on. He's on for 9.
I'm running out of space here, Julian. No answers as far as Maroochydore, even though they're trying to come out of attack. And it's all the Lions. They are being mauled by the Lions all over the park at the moment. And it's now 16-9, 105 to 6-1-37. Maroochydore not scoring since the 13-minute mark of the second term. Played 11 minutes here of the third quarter, so we'll keep you updated with the around the ground scores too of the other TPIL lawyers. QAFL finals underway, of course, 2 qualifying finals. Both the winner of those qualifying finals go straight through to the prelim. And then, of course, those that lose the elimination finals, of course, they are out and get the ramifications of the games next week. But the 2 number 20s go up, and it's Hickey up against Max McDonald. And no one can get it clear, and the ball will be thrown up. Remind about 10 minutes' time, too. The Bond University QAFLW preliminary final between Coorparoo and Bond University about to get underway. That's also available on the AFLQ YouTube channels. The ball's still in dispute in the middle. Jules is checking those scores out at the moment from around the ground. To Stringer will get the ball out. No, he held on to it. It should be pinged here, and it is.
Made hold the ball. Yep. Yeah, so just quickly around the grounds, Morningside under control, 24 points over Surface up at Jack Erskine. Redland, 39 points up over Noosa. The close one up the coast, up the road, Labrador, Broadbeach skipped out to a 15-point lead in the third quarter there away to Labrador. So some interesting.
Well, but that is exactly like the first 2 games they've played, Broadbeach and Labrador. Broadbeach have had a lead, but it depends if Labrador can fight back as Dwyer, William, that is, luckily to take that mark, immediately plays on the outside, immediately gets the 1-2, now needs to bomb the ball inside 50, they need a mark here, Maroochydore, front and square, couldn't take it, ends up with Fitzgerald, involved in an incident before, over there to Bo Lester Sutherland, Pickus running off the back line. His kick has gone astray. Dayton should have time to recover here. Let's get rid of it before the attack from the Lions. Dealt with after got rid of it, but last line defence, it's Harrison Day, also standing tall and takes a strong mark.
Yeah, rare inside 50 for the Roos for this third term, and PVC.
Well, I can't get the marks like Palm Beach can.
They were set up ready, and Dayton did well though. He's bounced out of half back there. So anyway, stoppage over on the far wing, ball in, and Maroochydore get a chance to own a little bit of territory, a bit of rare forward territory for this third term, because PBC have been absolutely flawless in this third term.
It's hard to believe. Looking at the way they've played well, you can see why they've only lost 2 games this season, but of course both those games against Morningside, and well, that is shaping up. They probably wouldn't meet them, either of these teams, in the preliminary final. So Morningside, of course, they beat Surface. They'll be straight through to a preliminary final as well.
Yep, 4 goals up at the moment, the Panthers. So things in control, but not home yet. Here we go, McDonald does well, gets that down. But Sharks by the line, still bobbling around there. Umpire's picked out a free. It's going to go to the Roos.
Still plenty of feeling, as you would expect. Maroochydore don't want to seem to be easy beats against these Lions, but Benjamin Thomas has the ball in his hand. I don't think it's his free kick though. Yeah, he's going to come back. And yeah, that is Saunders. So Saunders, long left foot, kicks at the top of the square. This is where they need a mark, a la Pabst and Wilson last week, even Wilson early on. But again, Palm Beach have the answers. They can come out. Ball is up with Hunter Moore. Has he got a target up there? It's 2-on-1 they've got to face again. And ends up in the arms of Liam Jones. About 11th intercept mark.
He just knows when to leave his direct opponent to get over and chop out, doesn't he? He's made a living off it. And nice little ball to Sakash, who does a lot right. Let's see what Sakash does here. There's a run around, handball received. No, he decides to kick up the line. It's a good ball to Hickey. McDonald does well to get a hand on it. The Roos will go forward again. Having a good little couple of minutes here. Good handball out wide. This one will have to come in and look for the top of the goal square. Gives his forwards a chance. Oh, but again, worked under it. And it's a good chop-off mark by Harry Day. If it's not Jones or Sakash, it's Day.
He's really come into it, and Fletcher Gay Brown was the target there, but driven under the ball. Risky kick. Reece King, beautiful blind turn by the number 11. And goes for a long run. He's trying to fend off. He's run his full measure, surely. Reese, he was about to have a bounce, but he knew he was under pressure, so immediately played on Hahn to William O'Dwyer, who's trying hard from the back line. Wilson in front, needs to take the mark. Day's behind him, though. Forces the spoil, kicks the ball out wide. Pickus went up, one hand, two hand will be paid the mark, the number 22. As I said, he's been a very good player since coming back into this PBC team. The latter stages of this season. Goes out wide, Simpson and Thomas. Well, great battle that is. Simpson's got the better so far, but well done Thomas. Although he dived on the ball there, how the umpires see it. Jackson Galbraith, he goes around, circles around, and in fact that's Harry Heller with number 34, and he will throw the ball up on that outer wing.
What about Simpson there? He tackles people like they owe him money, doesn't he? He just pounced on Thomas there. Here we go, so the Roos get this stoppage, but it's smothered. Smothered well by Harrison, the vice-captain. And it ends up going inside 50 towards Casbolt. Ball hits the deck. Roos get it to ground. Good forward pressure there. Lovely run-down tackle. And holding the ball.
He has laid a few tackles, Smythe. But he's just had to deal with Casbolt at the same token. Ground the pass of Thomas over to O'Dwyer. That's Lockie. A little 1-2 here. Get the ball out. Left foot kick, but caught behind players there was Bradley McDonald. Exel backed his judgment, tried to charge through. Ducking the head for a moment there was Bailey Hahn. And how the umpires see that, Harry Heller come in and throw the ball up on the edge of the square. So we are still plenty of time in this third term. 17 minutes gone, and it is a 68-point lead to Palm Beach.
Gained sense there by Hahn, though, just to not let that one bobble out. Would have been holding the ball. He held it in. And now McDonald gets the ruck free kick from Hickey. Hickey's asking, is it Walker? Asking why McDonald.
Let's put William Jones up there for the forward line. Or
the other Jones gets there first, and ball bobbles around on the ground. They'll hold this up. At least they're getting some time with the footy at the moment, the Roos, and a couple of repeat inside 50s.
They just can't break through. They can't find those big sticks at the moment, though, Julian. So from that ball up, another strong tackle laid by the Palm Beach defence. There's Harrison goes in as well. And the umpire will come in and repeat the dose. This is umpire Jackson Galbraith, number 19. Throws the ball up 30 metres directly in front of the Roos goal. And the Sunshine Coast supporters, they desperately need a goal here. Simpson got the ball over to Stringer. Stringer with the long kick down the line, but the mark's been taken comfortably there by Max McDonald, sitting a kick behind the play. He's got William O'Dwyer running past him. He ignores that, but it's slow movement though, Julian, isn't it? Up towards that forward line. Wilson, they're down the front position. He's probably chopping the arms, couldn't quite take the mark. Pleading his case, Dawson. Little toe poke through. Pickus picks the ball up. Can't get it through. Another ball up. So a little bit stagnant the play at the moment, which probably suits Maroochydore, but they just can't get the goals to reply.
Yeah, they just can't get that final piece of the puzzle, that kick inside 50 to hit, because the PBC players have been aggressive with their defending and zoning off, filling those holes. So again, it's a slow entry in. It's going to be hard to connect. Here we go. Guru gets that one to ground, and the big Jones gets that to ground. They go again, the Roos. This one, can they score off a ground ball here? No, they can't. PBC repel again. It's going to come back in. Mark's completed there by O'Dwyer.
Yeah, William O'Dwyer. Yeah.
Plenty of spares back for the Roos. Walking and waltzing back to the goal square.
But those previous entries, they just haven't been able to find the space like Casbolt has been able to do. And
I like this. They've gone the short there. They've gone the short kick to Bailey Hart instead of just bombing it to where there's a nest of tools waiting for the line. So Hart should be able to get the distance here. He'll kick from about 45 straight in front. And it'll be a welcome goal if he can finish those. He's absolutely hit the belly of the ball there. Yep. So it's gone through for a minor.
Well, both him and there was a Brad Castine as well. Maybe just ball drop not quite effective enough, and the wind just catching it on the way down to force that error. As AJ Dawson makes no mistake, sends the ball out wide. Casbolt will send under the ball, but still somehow trapped it. We're out here though. Rawson over the top. Oh, the handball went too far for Stringer. He had time to recover though. Got Rawson and also Tom Simpson running on his inside. Simpson goes short. Beeman in the pocket. He takes the mark, and that'll be the telling stat, isn't it? It's gone from one end to the other where it's going for another short pass to Chilmy. That's the smallest player. Surprisingly there, Corey. Thought he might have gone himself. Rawson, Stringer, high shot, floating towards the goals. There's 2-on-1 there. Yep. And it ends up with, guess who? You had Hickey and Casbolt to raffle it. Levi said, just leave it to me, Tom. I'll take it. I'll swing around and I'll try and get number 10.
Number 10, double figures.
And 3 in the third quarter.
Again, Brownie, it was the transition that, the quick transition.
Here he goes, swings it around and he narrows it through. Levi brings up the double figures for the afternoon. 5 in the first quarter, 2 in the second, now 3 in the third. And PBC continue their steamrolling fashion. This is looking very well. This is the same as round 8, where Palm Beach had a comfortable victory. 79-111, and the Roos stuck on 6-2-38. And we've played almost 22 minutes here of the third quarter.
It's officially a bag now. But yeah, the difference is with Palmy transitioning the ball, the Roos just can't get back quick enough, and all of a sudden there's space in the forward line. But Maroochydore have owned that bit of possession there for the last 5 minutes, but every entry's been congested. It makes it hard to score. So here they go again. Guess who? Yeah, Walsh is out of the middle. He's got a knack of getting to the right spot at the right time. And the kick off the side of the boot even works, and it's gone into Hickey there.
Well, I don't envy your job this afternoon. You are probably narrowing it down, but we'll be awarding the TPIL Lawyers QAFL Man of the Match throughout this final series. So we'll make that decision right on the final siren, although the decision probably made up before then, Julian.
Well, no, it's not. I think I've got 3 or 4 at the moment. It's, I know Levi's got the bag, but he's had a few mates. Here we go, Hickey onto the left. Oh,
first poster.
Slams it into the post, didn't he? He's flushed the post there. So,
first poster for the afternoon. And it's his goal kicking tally for the season. Short kick again, not finding the target. And the vice skipper here in Harrison takes the mark just outside attacking 50 in front of his own interchange and coaching bench. Harrison just sends the ball up the top of the square. The big flyers to take place off. Hickey was at the back. Rawson's lurking there, so was Chilmy. Taken away by Dayton, though. He loves to run. This time he's able to get the kick away before being tackled. Sends the ball out wide. Doing battle there was Fletcher Gay-Brown. Umpires picked out a free kick. That's going to go the way of the Lions, so they're all going their way. This time it's Hollier out there.
Yep, Hollier. Former Lions Academy product. He's made his way down the highway to PVC, so good kick to the hot spot and to the aid of Hickey. He used his hands, but just like you said earlier, he protected the ball drop there beautifully. It wasn't a push, but it was the kick that made it for Hickey there from Hollier.
I look forward to seeing the iSports stats on Monday to see the difference in the inside 50 marks for Lions compared to the Roos. And Hickey will go back, hit the post a moment ago, and this time just pokes it over his man of the mark and the goal umpire to make no mistake. So he does get his first for the afternoon. It's number 18 to the Lions at the 23.5-minute mark. 18-10-118. 80-point lead over Maroochydore, 6-2-38. And that's been the story of the Lions virtually the last 2 weeks. 2 big wins. They've been copying what Morningside were doing there for a while until that game between Morningside and Surface last week. And they are proving why they're the top 2 teams in competition. I think Morningside extended that lead too. Yeah, it's now, 38 points over Surface there up the road at Jack Espin Oval. And the other qualifying finalists said the winners of both these 2 qualifying finalists go straight through to the prelim.
Yep, the really good teams that flex their muscles at the right time of the year, and it is the right time of the year to do that now. So here we go. Maroochydore get the clearance, and ball bounces back the other way though. Well done, turns one way, back the other. Hacking kick inside 50. Let's see if this can work. Ground level plays go in. So, yeah, good pressure there by the Roos. The ball bobbles out. Play on's the call. The umpire's letting this one go.
To Hunter Moore.
Yeah, Hunter Moore pumps one into the pocket. It's a one-on-one, but good luck in a one-on-one against this man. Liam Jones, he's done well. He switches the play out to the creek side of Seligmine Oval.
And XL takes the mark. Very symmetrical. Palm Beach, 6 goals in each of the 3 quarters so far. Have that total of 18, obviously. If my maths is correct, Holly immediately plays on from that kick from XL. Straight down the guts, room everywhere. This is Walkerton getting involved. And his little kick over the top. They kept on running forward, and Reece King And another lively midfielder forward ends up with the mark, and he'll go back have a set shot for goal, and that's been the story of the afternoon so far.
Yeah, Holly has had a good couple of minutes, hasn't he? Put that one on a platter for his ruckman and set up the last goal, so involved with that chain.
Maroochydore just had no answer, did they, from that chain, as you said, from the back line to the forward line.
A couple of defenders getting in on the act here. Reece King, but he's been told to go straight back down there now after that. Sprayed that one to the left. But yeah, again, that transition looked to be pretty easy for PBC out of the back line. So Roos unable to slow that one down. So here we go. Let's see if they can do this. Exit this chain from Smythe, kicks it in.
And there was something, not able to hold their marks, they try and beat their opponents. Fitzgerald put their head down, beat a couple of tackles. The umpire called play on though. Harrison with his head down as well, tried to come up with the ball. Maroochydore still battling though. Came over with William O'Dwyer. Left foot kick. Now 1-on-1 here. Now what can Max McDonald do? He's probably behind his opponent, Excel, which didn't help.
Great effort.
Still 2-on-1. Ends up with Excel somehow over the top to AJ Dawson. They can launch again here from the outer side. Casbolt got in front, got rid of Smythe, but Smythe doing well. And another high tackle, umpire called play on. Players now dive on top of it. And umpire Galbraith happy to let things go until he does blow the whistle across the arm. So 26, almost 27 minutes gone of this third term. 119 to 38 in favour of the PBC Lions.
Yeah, dominant turn by the Lions, the premiership quarter. They've got things under control again. So good one-on-one there. Dighton does well, although O'Brien, stronger body, pushes him out and then probably wins a free kick for a high, or is it a throw-in?
No. And throw in. I think he's saying he perhaps played for the free kick, so maybe the boundary line was Liam O'Brien's saviour on that time. So the ball will be thrown in with 35 metres around from the Lions' goal. Can they break the sequence of 6-6-6? There's the number of goals they've kicked in each of the three quarters so far. Boundary umpire throws it in nice and high, deep. McDonald up against Hickey, little toe poke forward. Dayton be under pressure. Rawson though came through. Dayton was dealt with after he got rid of it. And he'll get a free kick, the last line of defence, to stop another scoring opportunity.
Hold his head up high. He's had a real crack. Dayton continues to
Now, tell me about something.
Go for a reverse the kick here. There's something that's happened off the ball, and unfortunately, fortunately for the Roos, Pummy going to get a shot on goal. So O'Brien, I wasn't sure what happened. Dayton had the ball and it's been reversed.
So O'Brien's going to be the recipient there.
Smythe's come off onto the bench shaking his head, so
something must have happened on the way through. But O'Brien, point blank range, makes no mistake. He breaks the sequence now. 7 goals in this third quarter to the home team at the 28-minute mark. 19-11, 125. And Maroochydore stuck on 6-2, 38. All of a sudden, Liam O'Brien's got 3 in this third quarter.
Yeah, no, he's had a big say. We had Beeman in the second quarter that had that impact. Partly what I want to see is the captain, AJ Dawson, just being helped limping from the ground. Hope he's okay. It's just a rolled ankle. So,
well, the way they're going, they'll have a week off anyway. Won't be required next week. But those ankles, yeah, he's been very ginger on it.
See your best players coming off like that. So I'm sure they'll keep him on ice and cotton wool for the rest of the game. As umpire Heller looks to restart the end of this quarter. We won't have too much longer. So McDonald's been good all day. That is the end.
How did you know that, Julian?
Been around footy a while. No, a bit of luck there. Bit of luck and working with a professional like you, Brownie. It rubs off on me.
I thought these quarters would be well until the game over 30 minutes, but again, just under the 30 minutes there, despite the 7 goals to Maroochydore. And 19-11, 125. Maroochydore stuck on 6-2, 38. Let's keep the one behind in that turn to 7 goals, 3 for the home team, the Lions. And Levo Casbolt brought up the double figures. He's got 10 goals for the match. Liam O'Brien has got 4, and they're the 2 main goal kickers so far. So Palm Beach looking good for the week off next week. We'll come back with the scores around the ground after we take this break. But the Lions looking good heading into the last quarter.
Visit play.afl/more to footy.
back to Sallymite Oval here, Palm Beach, Currumbin, and Lions are looking good for a preliminary finals berth. A comfortable lead over Maroochydore, 19-11, 125 to 6-2-38. Victor Brown and Julian Van Dries with you here for AFLQ, and Julian, of course, from around the grounds and some big wins look in store.
Yeah, a couple of lopsided not results yet, but three-quarter time around the grounds as well, with the morning side, the home side up there in control over surface by 7 goals, and Redland, pretty similar situation, 7-goal lead over the Noosa boys, and the tighter one is Labrador have got in control of this one at home at Murphy over Broadbeach. They are 3 goals to the good over the Cats, who are leading in the second quarter there, so Labrador have turned that one around. And here at Palm Beach, they certainly put the foot down in that third quarter, and it was a 7-goal to zip quarter, Andrew.
Yes, and Maroochydore, of course, at least they're guaranteed a home final next week, and they'll be trying to finish this quarter off on style. They've been goalless in that third term, haven't scored a goal since the 13-minute mark of the second quarter, and Hickey Doe gets the immediate tap down. Young Brad McDonald, umpires picked out a free kick, and Benjamin Thomas is claiming it, saying he was held. So which way it's going? In fact, it's going to go to Bailey Hahn. So number 29, smack bang in the middle.
Serviceable today, Hahn.
Yeah, sun-drenched oval here on down at Palm Beach, Currumbin. Players go up. Guess who? Liam Jones. A dozen marks on that back line. Went the short way to Exel. Bit of a falcon there. Had time to recover. Scott Lockyer O'Dwyer did well on his hammer. Coming in, they pick up the ball up his stringer. That is Jackal. He's got time for a bounce as well.
Got some wheels.
Got the handball over to Rawson. And so he's been playing, of course, with Southport. Bailey Rawson. Tell us about his development, Bailey.
Yeah. BBC Junior, and the goods coming through the junior ranks, and good to see him progressing and getting a crack at the VFL as well. So just another one of those army kids that look like they're comfortable at the level, don't they?
They were in a similar position last year at Palm Beach, Currumbin, but they fell away in the final series. You can tell that they're extra motivated to make the big dance this year. A stringer broke another tackle, sends the ball deep in the forward line. Casbolt went up. This time it beats him. Over the back there, Tom Simpson down the forward line. He's got Saunders under all sorts of pressure. Down to Chilmy. He tried to break a couple. He might be pinged here. No, the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt as Smythe laid another strong tackle. They have a nice quiet argument about it at ground level. And umpire Harry Heller will come in and throw the ball up.
Yeah, look, Steve Walsh will be looking at highlighting those sort of things, those strong tackles late in the game and efforts from players that he can use and highlight for next week, because it'll be a fresh contest next week, and they've had a good look at the upper level of this QAFL comp with Palmy right at the top. So
it'll be interesting if we got Redland again. Will they get Redland again? It's a free kick paid out, and no, that goal won't count.
Get it out of the way there. It's, let you do the maths on the matchups.
That's why it works out. It will be 3rd and 6th, and then 4th versus 7th or 8th. But anyway,
I love his game today. He takes them onto the left, pumps that one. And
Kobe Young.
Quick ball movement. Look what happens. The ball's Kobe Young's on the end of this, and he's not sure which way he's going. Settles, composed. Hits his teammate in Simpson, Cameron Simpson.
Well, the problem was there that Kobe Young, quite honestly, pitches off to Benjamin Thomas. Thomas set sail from outside 50, needed a big mark there, but it's Hickey who plucks it with one hand in the end. It was going to back to Kobe Young, looked to run off and to get an advantage, but standing his way was Liam Jones. I thought it might have been a possible 50, but I think the umpire called play it on, so Jones was all of a sudden in his way. Another whistle has gone out there.
Would have been Jones's first blemish today, but
he's got a free kick to top things off. So just 3 minutes gone in the last quarter. No change to the three-quarter time scores as Bolus of Sutherland took a spectacular mark in that third quarter. So they just do a 1-2 here. Ball sent wide. Tom Simpson in front on his hammer is Saunders and brought to ground. So did well, but Saunders in Simpson in again. Awesome tackle.
Yeah, the tackle pressure's been good for Maroochydore in this last quarter, and they were totally outplayed in that third, and you see them not drop that bundle. They're started afresh, and they've come out competing hard. So we go again. That tackle pressure's good, not making it easy for the Lions to get on the outside now. Though Chilmy is driven into the ground. Played well, so tackle there on Wilson and
holding the ball.
Holding the ball. The umpire, yep.
So well done by Maroochydore to stop that particular foray of attack, and taking the free kick. And that is Cameron Simpson. Delivered short to the goal square that they are defending. Probably Hunter Moore. He sends out now.
Here's the run and receive. Get a bit of speed on the ball. Let's see if they can.
Lockie O'Dwyer.
Nice. Just couldn't complete the mark there.
Brad McDonald stands up with Collier. Look away handball to Liam Jones. They should have numbers at the other end here, Palm Beach. Well done by Fleming. Got himself in the way of that forward thrust there. Lockie O'Dwyer now will take two. He sends the ball inside the opposite forward 50. Going back with Harrison Day at the fight of the ball. Liam Jones in support. So was Sakash. The ball stayed in play. No whistle. So we're playing on here, Jules. And there's Excel. Switch around on that trusty left boot. Ball punched away. So good work there by Fleming. There, Daniel Fleming to stop a couple of attacks, and another stoppage on the outer side.
The Roos have been able to move the ball a bit quicker, and exit Palmer's forward line, moving it quickly, and it's
what's going on? We've had no goals for 5 minutes.
Yeah. The Roos' intent's been good. They'll be happy with the start of this quarter, so if they keep it up. Not that Palmer have put the cue in the rack, they're still keen to put the foot down. I'm sure
Max McDonald's got a free kick for holding the ball against Tom Hickey here, so a win for the youngster.
Goes Max, let's see what he can do with this. Pops it out, gives his forwards a chance. Wilson does well with the second effort, round the body, pops it up high, there'll be a one-on-one. Jones gets the big fist into the Sharon, plays a ground ball, plays the call, good Excel, just does enough to get that one out, and they deal with it well. So Beeman playing high up the field from the forward line. Goes to O'Brien, who's got 4 goals on the score sheet, 3 in the third quarter. Wheels around onto the left, O'Brien. And Day gets that one to ground. Dighton, like his game today, does well. Competing hard hands, just goes to ground. Plowton's the call. So the young Lions go forward again. Let's see what they can do it in front of Casbolt. Big contest there by... Hits the ground, so they get another crack there, though.
Bounced off early, straight in the arms of Casbolt, a chance. He goes backwards. Tom Simpson says, thank you very much. And Simpson gets on the board for his second. Got a goal in the first, and now in the final term. And it's just the luck didn't go the way of the Roos there with a couple of unlucky bounces, despite applying that pressure, as you mentioned, Julian. And they bring up goal number 20 now, 2011, 131, Maroochydore 6-2-38. Of course, in this game, you'll be awarding the TPIL Lawyers QAFL Man of the Match. Yeah. And you've got a few, I think, in maroon jumpers and gold numbers to choose from.
So there's been some good efforts from the Roos, but looking likely the BOG will go to a line. But
won't dispose of you. We'll wait till the end of the game, of course. And
yeah, we won't get the engraver out just yet. we'll wait another 15 minutes. But it was just the weight of possession there by the Lions, wasn't it? And, as we see a restart, Big Hickey grabs it out of the ruck, and the handball's to Mr. Simpson. Simpson has a bounce. Wheels onto the right into the forward 50, bounces off Levi's chest. Clowns a call. Levi buries one of the Maroochydore players into the ground, and we'll have a ball up top of the goal square in the forward 50, which we've said a few times today, into the Palm Beach goal square. So dangerous spot again. Let's see what they can do. Levi gets a little tap to the advantage of his players. Dealt well there by Thomas, who's tried hard all day. That one's just kicked up in the air, and Palm Beach are able to mark it. Beeman scanning. See what he's doing. He's probably a tricky sun in the eyes and the pocket. Not the time to have a shot, but if anyone can slot it from here, it's probably Corey Beeman.
Yeah, the sun is right in his eyes, but he knows this ground so well. Goes short, or to go the 15 to the number 15. The umpire said it did. So now Jack Axel's going to get in amongst the action just while he does that. So still the tight game in the other elimination final. Cook Murphy Oval, Labrador leading Broadbeach by just 13 points. The other games seem to be well in control. Redland Victoria Point, 33 points up on Moosa. Morningside, 38 on top of Surface Paradise. So, of course, another game here.
Exel comes in on the left, pops it out to the left, just goes across the face, and Smythe tried hard all day, just knocks that one through for a minor score. So
32 scoring shots to 8, 4 times the scoring shots there for Palm Beach. Tells the tail of the tapers.
Fletcher Gay Brown does well. Normally a good user, kicks that one to the advantage. And they go up the far wing, the Roos. Chain of handballs. Just a scrubby kick out to the advantage of his player there. Pats, who has had his best day. He's starved of opportunities, really.
Got a goal in the second, the 2 goals to Aaron Wilson, but as we keep reiterating, they haven't scored since the 13-minute mark. They scored a goal since the 13-minute mark of the second term. Palm Beach go forward again. Pickus in front will take a strong mark. They just seem to adapt to any position as well, this Palm Beach team.
Very flexible, and like we said, it was all Casbolt, Jones and Simpson in the first quarter or first half, and now the others are getting in on the act as well. So Harrison's been steady.
So Casbolt comes out, even though young Delaney might have been standing in the way. Casbolt came charging through and has taken another mark inside 50 and lining up for legs 11.
Yeah, man, he loves that spot. He leads that spot out near the side screen, doesn't he? The cricket side screen all day, Big Levi, and he's clipped another one. Distance, never an issue for the big man. He'll have to kick this, be one of his best kicks from on the 50. Pops it out. He hasn't hit that well. It's the top of the goal square. Crummers fly in. Have to be clean. Gay Brown does well, and the ball's bobbled out of bounds.
So right next to the Lions goal post, right in front of their clubhouse, and a pretty happy bunch of supporters there at the moment. And another scoring opportunity here.
Great crowd for local footy too. And you could see at half time with all the kids out and the dads and mums kicking the footy. Plenty here. Chilmy. Round the body, doesn't get enough, but Pickus read it well. Gets in on the act. The big number 22 with the shaved head has kicked his first for the afternoon.
He's got a goal in each of the games since he's been back, so that's not a bad record there for Josh Pickus. As I said, he's been a very valuable addition since that return from that foot injury early in the season. Speaking of foot injuries, we did see AJ Dawson, of course, go off towards the end of the third quarter with an ankle injury, and he'll be definitely hoping he's right for 2 weeks' time. They get the benefit of next weekend off, and this team, they want to be as fully intact as possible to play in that preliminary final. So bring up goal number 21, 21-12, 138, and the Century's up, 100-point lead.
Yes. So for all Maroochydores hard work, it has blown out, but still plenty of tuning up to do for next week.
666. Rare at the stake by Palm Beach.
Just the warning. So here we go. Big men go up. Walkerton and Jones, two big strong bodies. So King spun and turned and handballed it to
Simpson.
To Simo, his young midfielder. So good little handball there, Beeman. Beeman looks slippery, hard to tackle. He's hemmed in on the boundary line, but the Roos do well to smother that. Gay Brown's had a good final term. He hasn't stopped trying.
Try and run the game out as best as possible, but obviously I wrote in the preview that you read on the website that Steve Wiltshire would have been a couple of sleepless nights coming to this game, that midfield that Palm Beach Currumbin have, and it certainly worked out that way today, but they've got to bounce back for next week. That's the important thing, to keep their season going. So they don't want to go out in straight sets. They might have Redland Victoria Point next week again. Who would know? But they go down to their forward line. The mark's been taken down the back there by Zach Shelton, who squares the ball off. What's the goals he's defending?
Simpson a rare miss by foot there. Players continue to run.
Delaney in that back pocket ahead of Chilmy. Sends the ball out wide, a hold. That's going to go the way of Kobe Young, who cheekily tried to play on, and had to go back now behind the mark. So Kobe Young, also relatively quiet today.
Could not ask for better conditions for football this afternoon too, Andrew. Like I said, we've had a lot of wet games this year, and
coming to the best time of the year, the early spring.
Seen a quality game of footy with the footy pinging from end to end today, and lots of goals, which is what everyone wants to see. It's fantastic as we have a ball in on the far wing. So the spectators looking at the sun on that side of the oval. So here we go there, Palmy, the handball received. Simpson's there, receives the footy. Trainer handballs, flying shot from the 50. Casbolt just the extra play to deal with there, so Maroochydore win out. Gay Brown's got off the chain. He's been busy in his last quarter, so he does well by foot. They come to the commentary side wing and do well. To Wilson. Wilson's been good all day, the big man for the Roos. This spins and turns, puts it inside 50 to the hot spot. McDonald gets it to Brown. Plays fly in, we'll have a stoppage. So good transition there by the Roos.
I've got an early score from the Bond University QAFLW. Of course, the prelim final between Cooper and Bond University has started well at 19 points to 1. 3 goals on the board already. So it's a good start there. And that primary final is the winner plays Southport tomorrow week at Brighton Homes Arena. Back to this game here. And getting the ball is XL to Stringer. Going to run it right in front of his interchange bench. A couple of bounces, almost went to third. Trainer handballs can end up here with Fitzgerald. Got the quick kick away. It's a scrubby one though, but again the bounce slightly favouring Palm Beach. Rawson's there. He's slung to the ground by Hunter Moore though, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we get a bit gingerly from that tackle too.
Yeah, good pressure there by Gay Brown to affect the kick, wasn't it? So again, just little things Coach Walsh's just going to take note of, who's running out this game and who is going to play the full 4 quarters of footy here, leading into next week with selection. So ball's thrown in the shadows. The shadows are full time in this last quarter. So Walker gets a fist to that one, and high there on O'Dwyer. Yep, just ripped the head off. No brainer. So let's see what he does. Does he go up the line or tries to chop one off inboard? He just does the short.
I don't know what Reece King is aiming at. With the standing rule there, trying to get an explanation, but they go backwards, ends up with Fleming. And again, it's green and gold are covered all over Stalagmite Oval at the moment. Goes back to William O'Dwyer.
Yep, just getting acquainted with the Sheridan and the Roos after Palm Beach have owned it in the second half. So again, Jones read the footy well, but it's just taken a U-turn and bounced past him. So dangerous kick, top of the square. Let's see what the ground level players can do for the Roos. They're outnumbered though. The Lions deal with this. Ball bobbles around. It's gone out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in, and they can enjoy a little bit of forward territory. The Roos, left forward pocket.
Kicking towards this northern end. Supposed to be the scoring end, but the slight breeze favouring that. And of course, the reminder, thanks to Double Take, watch all these games on the AFLQ YouTube channel as well. Get all the replays. And your players heading into another big final series. And will we see the maroon and gold in there on that last day? Ball ends up with Simpson from Leicester Sutherland. Now to Stringer.
Stringer drove his legs there.
Through to Rawson. And there's Casbolt just over his head. Got time to allow for the bounce. Will he get on the left boot? He does. Has a ping at the goals.
He's got all the tricks.
And is that 11 or 12?
It's number 12.
That's number 12. He's brought up the dozen.
He's brought up the dozen. Big Levi. Is that a record for the season? 5
in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, now 2 in the final quarter. And after the ball once again was down the Maroochydore forward line, as we've seen probably about 20 times today. Palm Beach will take the ball the other end and kick on up at 22-12, 144. 106-point lead over Maroochydore, 6-2-38. It was 116 points in round 8. Well, I thought it would be a little bit closer than that today, but again, the Lions have just, they've been in a mean mood, a hungry mood, the hungry Lions, and they've taken out their frustration on Maroochydore. Well, not much frustration, but taking out their ability this afternoon. And at the 18th minute, mate, there's still time for plenty more.
Levi will thank Stringer for his run and gun there that created that goal. He broke the line and got it in quickly to him. So here we go again. Another stoppage out of the middle. Harry Heller says he'll throw that back up. So restart here. Walking it, enjoying some minutes in the ruck. It's been good all day. So here we go again. Just who Simpsons continues to run. Showing the fitness. Is a good deep entry. Ball hits the ground. There's another goal on offer here, but just misses under pressure. Hickey forced to do the Rovers goal, which isn't one of his strengths. So, but again, Simpson just streaming forward and yet another inside 50 by foot.
So now Smythe, you took that Labrador score in a moment too. That seems to be the closest one to the finals so far. Wilson should have taken. They had time to recover there through Young. Out goes the ball forward, but Liam Jones, well, they've had a dozen goals at one end from Casbolt. Liam Jones has taken definitely over a dozen marks for today as they steer their way around the outer side. Lester Sutherland, short kick into Rawson inside. Now he set sail with the big marking forwards. Hickey held, well, he's held for a moment there by young Delaney, but he got rid of him and still had time to take a mark. So he hit the post in the third quarter with a set shot and came back a minute later, scored a goal and had a little toe poke a minute ago. So you're expecting to make amends here and kick a 6-pointer.
Yeah, and the kick by Rawson was to the right side for Hickey, wasn't it?
Still tight at Cook Murphy?
Yeah, tight. It's tightening up at Cook Murphy with Labrador 9-13-67, a little accurate, allowing Broadbeach 8-8-56. So the 11 points there with probably 10 minutes to go. At Cook Murphy Oval's wide open. What do we see there, Andrew?
Well, while you're checking that score, we expected Hickey to make the distance. He didn't. The ball came across the face of goal. Rawson got the ball. The ball bounced to Corey Beeman, who was held up right in the forward pocket, but his check side has gone straight through the middle. Sensational goal. TPIL Lawyers, probably goal of the day there from the boundary from Corey Beeman, although it's probably about 23 he could have chosen from, and that was number 23. 23-13, 151. We mentioned it's 116 points in round 8. It's edging closer. It's 113 points now. And Maroochydore still stuck on 6-2-38. They dearly love a goal before the end of this game, but they just can't get it down there enough at the moment and be able to convert.
The other qualifying final, Brownie, Morningside 5 goals clear. So look to have that under control against Surface.
That's a surprise as well after their tight game last week, but a couple of interesting ins for Morningside this week perhaps have helped their cause. But Surface had a few ins last week too, their VFL players, but back to here. And Walkerton involved. Running from the back line, here's Harrison. Another player on his outside excelled. That was ignored. Why not go the long bomb there, looking for Hickey. Maybe Casbolt's having a rest at the moment. Pickett's tried to pick his way through, couldn't do so. Not by getting the benefit out, the ball will be thrown up.
Yes, yep. Players certainly fighting it from both teams here. And it's tuning up. There is next week for both teams. Well, Palm Beach will have the week off. Training will continue. So here we go again. Good contested footy. Not sure of the stats of Simpson, but it's gone on to the second page. Just puts his mate under a little bit of pressure with the handball there, but good pressure from Maroochydore. Continue to apply screws.
So umpire to throw the ball up. A lot of the ground now in the shade here at Seligmite Oval. Walkerton and Jones. So Walkerton did well. Shovel the ball over to Stringer. Just pings it from outside 50. Players set themselves. And at the back of the pack will be Liam O'Brien to kick off the ground. I think he has. He raises the arm. What the goal umpire say? Yep, I agree with you. And Liam O'Brien, where he brings up number 5. 4 of those goals in the second half. 3 in the third. Now a goal in the final term to go with his goal before half time. And goal number 24 for the Lions at the 23-minute mark of the final term. 24-13, 157. Maroochydore 6-2-38.
Wow, and 17 goals between your key forward and your key small. It just screams of how good that structure is up there, isn't it? And everyone else playing their role to give those two the space. It's certainly going to be hard to stop. So just continue to tune up, Army. Only worries the captain, AJ Dawson, with the foot injury we saw earlier.
I'm not sure if this is an unwanted record for Maroochydore, but Palm Beach have now kicked 16 unanswered goals since that 13-minute mark or halfway through the second term. So 16 unanswered goals. And what can Maroochydore do here? Ronchi takes the ball away, sends the ball back, and they end up with Benjamin Thomas. off one step. See, Matty Gore's been quiet too. I haven't seen much of him lately. Bailey Hahn has been a good try for Maroochydore, but again, they fumbled just at the wrong time. Pickus 1-on-1 against Saunders there. 22, he got once again the benefit of the bounce. Lester Sutherland will come in, try to get the ball over to Fitzgerald. Back to Lester Sutherland. Right foot kicks the top of the square. Chilmey's going to set himself behind and take the mark. One of the smallest players on the field, and he enjoyed the ride off his opponent's back, and the number 45 was pulled down, and he'll have a set shot for goal as well.
Yeah, just read it better in the air, didn't it? It was a high ball, and he read the drop zone really well. Just edged his opponent enough under that one. Yep, 30 metres out straight in front.
And looking for a goal number 2 as well. Both at that end, and Michael Chilmey makes no mistake after he picked the ball off a pack earlier in that second term. And now he's got 2. That's his name to the Michael goal kickers list. And it's number 25 now. So they've got 6, 6, 7, and now 6 as far as goals in the quarter. Palm Beach, 25-13, 163, 125 over the luckless Roos. We're still stuck on 6-2-38, 25 minutes gone. And so 22 minutes gone, and Cook, Murphy and Labrador are hanging on by 19 points, 75-56.
It's an important goal they've kicked since our last update. The Tigers there, they've got the home crowd behind them. They're hard to beat up there at Cook Murphy Oval. So,
I think the only matches they've lost this year have been to the top 2 or 3 teams, Palm Beach, Morningside and Surface.
Yep, it's still wide open, this competition. The Roos continue to run this one out through Ronke, who's had a good 5 minutes. The handball's good, they come through the middle, the pressure's, Palm Beach apply the pressure. That was Thomas that runs around his opponent, puts the ball in, and Jones just...
Well, he hit the front, he did everything possible, but somehow the other Jones kid, Liam that is, I mean, Mark must be close to number 20, surely. Gives the ball up. The mark intercepted though, and Maroochydore on the rebound. This one, Thomas, dealt with after he got rid of it. This will go downfield, so this surely will be a scoring opportunity. Although, dare we say, Brad Castine has been askew somewhat with his kicking so far. And no, it's going to be changed over to Cameron Simpson instead.
I think you knew that. It's quick to hand it out.
Simpson will go back and have a set shot. We'll try and get Maroochydores' first goal on the board since halfway through the second term, and long overdue. We've had plenty of forward 50 entries, but really the Lions' defence has been magnificent. As Simpson comes in, he does deliver the goal. A couple of players go in and congratulate him, so well done to Cameron Simpson, finally getting that goal for Maroochydore to stop that run of 16 unanswered goals.
Yeah, and look, the Roos will just have to they'll regroup and have a talk about this. And look, they've been totally outplayed in the second half, but a total new opponent next week, and they've got to go in confident, saying, look, we finished 4th, we're still a good chance to go forward in this QAFL final series. So you put this one behind you and you learn a little bit from it. But I think you mentioned Gore, Matthew Gore earlier, the skipper, probably been well held today. I think Palmy might have had a bit of a plan for him, and
he's injured. I haven't seen him come back on the park, so we've seen him for a while, just like AJ Dawson for the Lions. Here's the other number 4, this time from Palm Beach. Simpson down to O'Brien. Toe poke kick will bounce and bounce. Put Delaney under pressure. Ty Fitzgerald on his hammer. Players go to ground. The boundary umpire from a long way away. It's been signalled it was out of bounds. Noah Castellini, I think, sealed the game for Labrador. Got another goal, so it's now 81-56. In the latter stages there at Cook Murphy. So, look, Broadbeach had a good season. Under new coach Darren Pfeiffer, learned a lot from the last few weeks that they've had, and we're looking to aim a bit higher next season, no doubt.
Here we go, throw in the PVC. He grabs it out of the ruck. He's done that a bit today. Wheels around on the left to be a great goal.
It is.
It's not touched on it. It's all clear. So that was a set of individual brilliance by the big ruckman. Okay, he's just plucked that out with the one hand and wheeled around onto the left and snapped that around the body through the goal. So, yeah, you've got to say he's probably got on top of that as the day's gone on. He's got on top of McDonald, who was good in the first half and just been worn down by the older, more experienced campaigner.
All right, 28 and a half minutes gone, so it's been a 14-goal second half now to Palm Beach. 7 in the third, now 7 in the final term. 26-13, 169. Maroochydore 7-2-44. As we tick down towards full-time, let you compose your thoughts for your 3-2-1 or your 1-2-3. We'll go up in order for your three best and award the 3 votes right at the very end here as Reece King finds his way through, sends the ball out wide to Lester Sutherland, who took that spectacular mark in the third quarter. Kick over the top, looking for Excel, but no, guess who? Tom Simpson came in to slow things down a bit. He's enjoyed that basking sunshine over the outer side. Good bunch of supporters giving him plenty of encouragement over there. I assume that Lions supporters as Simpson takes his time. Sends the kick into the forward line. Almost landed a lap of Ty Fitzgerald. Got the ball out to Chilney. Now Hollier, the ball in front of him. Paddles in front. Used his speed. Got away. Snaps the ball behind him. Looking there for O'Brien. Close to the boundary line. And happy to see it over there as well. So no addition to the score.
Can't be long to go now, Brownie.
Well, they've been averaging 30-minute quarter, just under, around the 29.5-minute mark. So, despite the number of goals that have been kicked, it's been a magnificent performance. Really impressed with what Palm Beach have done today. And look, as we said early on, Maroochydore were fighting hard as Reece King's going to have a lash, and he's going to add another one.
Time for one more.
And the number 11
gets his first for the afternoon. King has been serviceable again. He's just that classy left footer in the middle, and one of those rotations. That was excellent, and what a way to wind things up.
Well, Levi Casboult's got 12, but they've had 8 other individual goal kickers as well, and it just sums up Palm Beach when they're on song. They can, with plenty of variety of scores, can come from everywhere.
Yeah,
and they've got plenty of options, even when Casboult's not being held. So, but Levi kicked 5 in the first quarter. That set everything off. Took full advantage of the breeze. Maroochydore stuck with them as long as they could there in the second quarter, but then the floodgates opened.
The week off this time of year too,
yes.
Brownie, is very valuable. Here he goes again. Simpson streaming out of the middle. Fast feet still at this time of the. If this goes through, no, it's just missed to the near side. So just the one behind for Tommy Simpson, who's has not stopped running and working. And
it is like that energetic battery.
All afternoon.
Just amazing talent at this level is Tom Simpson. And he will celebrate this win accordingly. Ball kicked out towards Max McDonald, Walkerton. Underground there was Lockie O'Dwyer. Ball will be thrown in between wing and half forward, and it's a very quiet ground and goal bench underneath us with plenty of activity to the left of us, the PBC bench. And they'll enjoy this win, they'll enjoy the week off, and see who they play in the preliminary final. And I'm sure they're glad it's not going to be Morningside, because so they've got their preliminary final. We see a moon boot now on AJ Dawson, so that's not a good sign. The right
cautionary, hopefully.
Yeah, the right ankle there being in a moon boot at the moment, but he's got a week, or a couple of weeks to recover. Wilson over the top. We're back here in 2 weeks. Of course, it's right over and held on too long, said the umpire. So Hugo Paps get one of his rare touches for today, and he's slow to get up as well, limping somewhat. Ben Thomas there in support, goes down, but no one home from Maroochydore, and the mark's been taken by Sakash down there. Last line of defence, got players running everywhere here. There it is, Julian. A big win to the Palm Beach Currumbin Lions. Lost only 2 matches for the season. Came into this final series on top of the ladder, and they showed why this afternoon. 27-14, 176, 132-point victory over Maroochydore, 7-2-44. 12 goals to Levi Casboult, and also 5 there to Liam O'Brien, 2 goals to Tom Simpson, Corey Beeman, Michael Chilney, the main goal kickers, and 2 goals to Aaron Wilson the first half for Maroochydore. So thanks to Harry from Double Take for all the pictures this afternoon. And before yours truly, Andrew Brown, signs off, Julian Van Discreet with the 3-2-1.
Thanks, Brownie. Yeah, look, obviously it's going to come from the Lions down here for the votes, all 3 votes. For the TPIL Lawyers Best on Ground Award, I've given 1 vote to Jones, and Liam Jones, the amount of intercept work he did today, he even went forward at times, and he was just unstoppable. Any other game, you'd give him 3 votes. Levi Casboult, believe it or not, you've kicked 12 goals, but you haven't got my award. You've got the 2 votes, because the 3 votes are think you won't be surprised, but Tommy Simpson all day in the midfield was absolutely a class above. Extracting the footy out of the middle, streaming out of the middle, constantly setting up his forwards, running down and tackling, kicked 2 goals himself. So the TPIL lawyers, best on ground award, Tommy Simpson today.
Yes, and you'll see that photo on the website as well, with thanks to the sponsors there, TPIL lawyers, and that photo will be taken, and looks like Labrador will be defeating Broadbeach. Redland Victoria Point over Noosa, so Noosa are now eliminated, and Surfers Paradise get the second chance after going down to Morningside this afternoon. So Palm Beach and Morningside looks like they've got through to the preliminary finals. Thanks for your work, Jules. Great to catch up this afternoon. And once again, thanks to Harry from Double Take as we sign it from Stalagmite Oval with Palm Beach Currumbin into the preliminary final. They have a week off. Maroochydore, we wait to see their opponent next week. They do get the double chance. Good afternoon to you all.
Just context, someone I agree with your 3-2.